Hello everybody, hope you can hear me and I'm coming through okay. Welcome to the stream. Oh, I've left the bloody light off again. There we go. Hang on. Sounds good, thank you. Wait for it. Hello. Oh dear, hang on. There we go. Right, welcome. Going to be doing some Call of Cthulhu again tonight. Possibly the conclusion. It's not that long, and depending on how the conclusion goes, it might be a disappointment to you all. We shall see. But yeah, we're going to go through it. We're going to start in about 20 minutes, I think. Just bear in mind, I won't be able to pay attention to the chat, or notifications will be off. But I will go through the notifications at the end of the stream, if there are any. We shall see. Hopefully, we'll get more people to show up. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh, yeah, hang on. There we go, I'll keep that. Okay, cool. Anyway, before we start, I would like to talk about a few movies I watched, actually. Because I watched quite a few when I wasn't doing where are we? When I wasn't doing the filmings and the editings. So I just wanted to go through them because I do think they are quite interesting. Let me just see where I got. Continue watching. Right, okay. But I'll give a quick rundown. First of all, thank you to Ilya for the 16-month subscription. Appreciate it so much. We've got Jasper, a couple of 239, of course. Kermit Head, Wayseeker, and Lightwave, who is also in the game. Again, we shall see who or what we can get to show up. Be interesting. Anyway, so yeah, the films I watched were interesting. First of all, I don't know when I said it, but I said I was going to watch this film because it intrigued me. But I finally sat down to watch Johnny Mnemonic, the Keanu Reeves film. Very interesting film, actually. And I would say nowhere near as bad as people made it out to be. It was actually pretty good. It's pretty faithful to William Gibson's ideas. A lot of them are kind of, retro sci-fi and they don't really apply today, but they still work and it still felt futuristic. And let's be honest, it takes place in 2021 where there's a huge pandemic going on. It was a little on the nose. Yeah, huge pandemic, massive social and economical decline. Climate change ravaging the world. It was pretty prophetic. You gotta hand it to Gibson. He knows what he's talking about. But yeah, it wasn't a bad film. Genuinely, I actually really quite enjoyed it, and I'll probably watch it again at some point. Yeah, it was good. Also, it's kind of weird that at one point, where he's getting equipment for his cyber deck, and he actually asks for iPhones, which I thought was quite funny. They're actually goggles that he wears, as in EYE phones. But the fact that he just said iPhones, it was like, oh shit. And then I realised it was quite interesting. But yeah, I'd recommend it because there's not much out there that gets William Gibson's aesthetic. And I think that film gets his aesthetic quite well. Of course, what's interesting about William Gibson as a writer is that, in a way, we still consider Gibson's cyberpunk as the future, and yet we've actually surpassed what he came up with. The internet is far more powerful than whatever the internet he called in the books, and no one has a mobile phone in Neuromancer. No one. And yet, we don't consider that futuristic. It's interesting. Oh, right, okay. That's odd. Wayseeker. But yeah. Oh yeah, a lot of that stuff is very much out of date. It's hilariously out of date. But it still works. You kind of get sucked into the whole ideas of it, and it's great. I would love to see a remake. Genuinely, I would love to see a proper, full-on, modern-day remake of Johnny Mnemonic. You could even use Keanu Reeves. And again, it's kind of weird how Keanu Reeves in Johnny Mnemonic gets something implanted in his head that's going to kill him, and that's basically the whole thing with Johnny Silverhand in the Cyberpunk game. I find that a bit weird. But yeah. Do you have a couple of... Ooh, really? They've actually tried to make Neuromancer. Ooh, I would love to read the Vincenzo Natali one. If you wouldn't mind sending me that one, I'd love to read that. Ooh, yes, please, 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 please. Oh yeah. So yeah, that was the first one I watched. The next thing I watched was VHS 2. Thank you, Kermit. But yeah, I watched VHS 2. I'm a fan of found footage, admittedly. And a lot of things in VHS 2 it does right. And there's a lot of things it does wrong. Or rather, it just doesn't do. The VHS movies are on Amazon Prime for me. Or at least VHS 2 is on Amazon Prime. I figured I knew what you meant, Wayseeker, don't worry. But yeah, the VHS movies are weird because they have an overarching story that is like nothing really. But what was weird about VHS is that a lot of it involved zombies. It was very repetitive. That was what was kind of irritating about it. Is like, oh, this one's about zombies. Oh, this one isn't about zombies, but it has zombies in it. Oh, this one is about zombies. It was very repetitive. Except for the last one. But yeah, hello, Anu. VHS 1, I think, had more experimental stuff. It was much better. But like I said, VHS 2 was very much of just zombies. Because there was like... I'm trying to remember what the segments were for VHS 2. I'm going to have to look it up. Let me have a quick look. Right. Oh yeah, the first one is about a guy who gets an eye implant and he starts seeing ghosts. It was very Black Mirror, basically. It was essentially a Black Mirror plot, except without any of the skill. Because there's a moment in the first story where he has an eye that can see ghosts. He meets a woman who has an ear implant who can hear ghosts. And she's like, wait, there's a ghost over there, but I know exactly how to solve this. Let's have sex. And that happens. It's like, the fuck are you on about? And that's it, really. It's a really nothing story. Yeah, it kind of is like The Eye, except with less skill. It was really stupid. The next one was a better version of Diary of the Dead. Basically, a guy who's a cyclist, he gets attacked in the woods by zombies, he becomes a zombie, he has a GoPro, and you get to see him be a zombie with the little GoPro. It was quite clever, and kind of what Diary of the Dead should have been, really. It was a better... It did Romero better, because Diary of the Dead is wank. The next one is basically about some cult. That's basically what it was. It was a doomsday cult that ended up raising some kind of weird creature. It was more for shock value because they had very gory and graphic deaths, and they didn't shy away from it, and that seemed to be the main draw. It got very old very quickly. I didn't really care for that one. And then the last one was alien abductions by people in morph suits. They just looked like people in morph suits. They didn't look like aliens. I genuinely thought that at the end it was going to be like, oh, it's just a prank or something like that, because they looked so shit. Like, they looked genuinely shit. Didn't give a shit about that one. So all in all, it was just zombies. That was it. That VHS 2 is not great. The first one's better. The first one had more genuinely interesting stories. Yeah, he does a lot of graphic death scenes in the cult one, yeah. But again, it was just, oh, we're going to do Jonestown. We're going to do Heaven's Gate, but with a twist. I've seen it done many times. It's not interesting. And yeah. And then the overarching thing, I don't even know what the fuck that was. They find this guy's tapes. They watch this guy's tapes. The guy shot himself, but he's not dead. He kills people, and then he's like, hey! With his face blown off, and then the film ends. It's like, what? Give me a story, for fuck's sake. So yeah. That was the overarching plot of VHS 1, I think, Jasper. But yeah, I would say there's only one story in VHS 2 that I would rewatch, and that's the Zombie GoPro, because it was interesting. Yeah. Weirdly, the first segment, the guy with the eye camera who sees ghosts, that was supposed to be for James Rolfe, who, I mean, regardless of what you think of the Angry Video Game Nerd, he's not a very good actor. I'm sorry, he's just not. That would have made it worse, genuinely. Anyway. Right, yes indeed, Xenotrope. But yeah, so I would genuinely say watch VHS 1 over VHS 2, because there's not much there for you to watch, really. It's just not worth it. Which is a shame, because the premise is solid. I like the premise. Because I love anthologies when they're done right, and I love found footage when it's done right. The problem with found footage, though, is that a lot of time people think found footage is cheap. When I say that, I don't mean cheap as in budget, because it can be cheap budget-wise, but it can't be cheap in the craft. You have to put in the effort to make it work. Some people get it right, other people just use it as a sort of shorthand for let's do this on the cheap. No, because let's be honest, ABCs of Death goes on for way too fucking long. You don't need 26 or whatever short films. You just need 4 or 5. I do think the ABCs of Death just goes on way too fucking long. Split that up into like 3s, then maybe. When did M. Night Shyamalan do a found footage film? I don't remember him doing a found footage film. Oh, The Visit. I completely forget that was his. Genuinely, I completely forget that was his, because it's so not his style. That's right, yeah. It's an okay film. Has some creepy moments. Yes, Xenotrope. Pretty much, yeah. They're just unrelated together. Well, the only relation they have is that they follow the ABCs. Yeah, I remember it being a bit odd. It's true, Blair Witch did kind of open the floodgates, so to speak. Because, and what's ironic is that Blair Witch arguably did it best. You heard it here first. I think Blair Witch is a fucking good film, and anybody who doesn't like Blair Witch doesn't understand it or doesn't have the empathy to enjoy it. Because, yeah, it's just a great film. I love the Blair Witch Project. And, I've said it here before and I'll say it again, I like Blair Witch 2. Oh yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, good. An anthology of just the crazy Japanese directors. I wouldn't be surprised if that actually exists. I'm still planning to do a review of Blair Witch 2, Jasper, because there is a fan edit out there that is far superior, and I actually think a lot of the time people don't understand Blair Witch 2 because there is so much more to it than what people perceive it to be, and ironically that's kind of the point. Yeah, I need to find the fan edit. I found it a few years ago, but then I lost it. So I need to find it again. I think I know where it is, but I'll have a look. If not, I'm just... because you can actually find all the different... So somebody put up a transcript of all the edits. I'm just going to edit myself. Fuck it. What's like Takashi Miike? If you have... I mean, do you have the original script or the one that was messed around with? Because if you have the original script, I wouldn't mind reading that again. Oh, the crazy Japanese. No. Takashi Miike is not crazy. Takashi Miike is a very subtle director compared to the Fever Dreams Productions guys. The guys who do shit like Tokyo Gore Police and Machine Girl and Frankenstein Girl versus Vampire Girl. That kind of shit. And it is shit. It is absolute the worst schlocky crap you've ever seen in your life, and my god do I fucking love it. Yeah, it really is remedial. Interesting. Okay. Tomei is like The Grudge. Not interested. Again, anything like The Grudge or The Ring, not really my bag. I liked Noroi. What's that called? The found footage one. That was a clever one. Even though it strayed a little bit in parts. But I liked Noroi, or however you say that. Noroi. Yeah. Yeah, it is a great film. It's very cleverly implemented, that one. I have not seen The Wailing. I don't know what The Wailing is, to be honest. Ow. That was poking me. Oh yeah, the game show stuff. Yeah. Alright, never heard of it, to be honest. But I'm trying to expand my horizons. This is why I checked out Pulse, for example. Or rather, not Pulse. Whatever the Japanese thing is for Pulse. The Japanese title was, I can't remember now. But yeah, I saw that and it intrigued me, so I'm probably going to check out more of that kind of stuff. Anyway, It is time. It is time to begin. Let me turn that. Cairo, thank you. So yeah, right. How am I going to do this? Okay, get rid of that. I need that one up. If everybody who is in the game can get into the actual game itself and make sure your avatars are correctly placed, correctly assigned to your characters. Yeah, Cairo would actually. That's what made me think of it. But my choice isn't Cairo. Yes, that was the one with the red rimmed doors, yeah. Well, it's tape. They tape up doors with red tape for some reason. It's never really quite explained. Right, okay, that's good. We've got everything here. Yeah, okay, cool. Right. Ah, bollocks. These bloody headphones. They're broken. Yeah, you can actually find it on YouTube, Cal. That's where I watched it. It's all on YouTube for free. Right, anyway, I think it's time to begin, because I don't want to keep these people here any longer than they have to be. Oh god, this is where I start shitting myself, because I'm not great at this. Okay, so I'm going to call into the Discord now.
Hello.
Hello. Have we got everyone? Ah, excellent.
Hello.
Hello. We have Epic as well. Brilliant. Cool. Right. So, could you make sure all your avatars are assigned correctly on your characters, so we can have a kind of look at what you look like and all that. Thank you.
Yep.
And then I will switch over to the game. Once again, I would say, please bear in mind that I am not very good at this. So if any mistakes arise, we will deal with them. And yeah, just be aware that I'm no expert and neither are the players. So we're just playing this for fun. So just be aware. Anyway, we have the game. Okay. Can everybody see that? Does that look good? The only thing I would say, players, please vacate the chat in the stream.
Right. Yep.
Cool. Cool.
Yep.
Okay.
Putting on some mood lighting.
I'll turn up everyone's volume a little bit. Okay. Seems like everyone's ready to go. I am surprisingly nervous. Okay. Right. So, I'll give a brief overview of what happened the last time. So, in the last session, Epic, let me just get the names up. Epic, as Denver Featherstone, was contacted by a gentleman who I've forgotten the name of. That's right, he was contacted by Gerald Fraser, who was looking for his son, who had gone missing. Epic, after extensive investigation, discovered that Fraser was last seen travelling between Arkham and Kingsport. The only location he could have been at. Apparently I am sounding robot-y. Is everybody else experiencing that in the chat?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, yeah. No.
No? Okay, let's try that again.
That was smooth.
Yep. Okay.
Better, yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. All right, anyway, as we continue, you discovered that James Fraser was last seen at the I've forgotten the fucking name now.
Squatters Lake Motel.
Thank you. The Squatters Lake Motel. You went there. Epic went there by bus, meeting the other people, crew. I don't know how you could describe it on that bus. The bus stopped at the motel. The driver went to find out if he could fix the bus because it was not operational, and was not seen again. You all went into the motel and asked your questions. You know what you asked. The bus driver has gone to the most closest town to try and get whatever he needs to fix the bus, and you have been given rooms for the night. Cal took the opportunity immediately and fell straight to sleep. Denver did a bit of investigation, finding scratch marks on the floor of their room, along with fingernails. Whereas Saheta and Octavia, because I can't remember your actual name, or rather I can remember it, I just don't like pronouncing it, we'll say Edith and Octavia went for a walk by the lake. And the last thing we heard from that moment was a gurgling, straining moan that you couldn't quite place. It's far into the trees, but it's there. Now that everyone's caught up, we shall begin. This is Call of Cthulhu. So, we start tonight with Cal. You went to sleep, the last thing you remember.
Once I had a shower, got into my long johns and went to bed.
Yes. You now find yourself at the bank of a great lake, almost black and motionless. The smell of stagnant water and rotten water life hits you quickly. The damp, sweet, fetid air of putrescence turns your stomach. You try to move away, but that's when you realize you're completely paralyzed. You try to move, but your body moves against your wishes as you fall face first into the murky lake. You feel a rush of panic as water fills your lungs, causing you to choke and splutter. But then there's stillness all around you. You're not drowning. You're surrounded by sluggishly moving weeds, and the weeds part as you float further down the black abyss of the lake until something comes into view. Structures, a city of leprous black spiraling steeples and narrow twisting avenues. Dead creatures litter the streets. Twisting angular things with shiny red shells covered in thick tubes and trumpet-like protrusions. Moving against your will, you reach the center of the city, an octagonal declivity covered in warped glass. A shadowy, pulsing object lies beyond the glass with 3 yellow glowing eyes and a hint of a metallic surface. You hear in the distance almost a scream, but it's more than a scream. You can actually feel the terror in that scream as it gets closer, as you realize it's you screaming as you wake up in your bed. I'm going to need you to take a sanity roll, please. Okay. Let me just check that. Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. Okay, good. Okay. Let me just take... Okay, you take 1 to your sanity.
I'm an old man.
Yes.
That's not unusual to me. I've been married 3 times.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Epic, would you make me a listen roll?
Okay. There and... Let's see, listen. listen. There.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, give me
You
a
did not hear when Cole died.
give me a luck roll.
Let's see, it was.
That's a basic
here.
stat. Okay. Okay. So, for some reason, you don't hear the bone-chilling screams from the very thin-walled room next door, but outside your room, you notice a man. Oh, he's a very big man. Oh dear. Hang on. You notice a man walking outside. You notice something odd about the way he moves. You can't quite put your finger on it. How about... what would be the best one? Let's have a look. Let me just have a look at your character sheet quickly. What would be a good one? What would be a good one? Ah, fuck it. Let's just go for a psychology roll.
Okay. Let's see. Psychology. Oh, there we are. Oh, I didn't expect that to work. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Hard success. Okay.
Damn. Good.
You see the man outside, and he is very clearly sleepwalking. And he is sleepwalking not in a sort of natural way either. It's a sort of very strained movement, almost as if he's straining against some kind of actions that he doesn't want. What would you like to do?
Honestly, so there's nothing else that appears strange about him, just that he's sleepwalking in a strange way.
It looks really weird. Yeah, it's very sort of almost robotic in its movements.
Okay. Well, since he doesn't appear to be one of the strange men who seem to own this motel,
You've not seen this man before.
I'd honestly try to get his attention. Maybe open the door and try and yell like, "Hey, you," or
Okay.
something.
So you open the door and you yell at him to get his attention.
Yeah,
Light
I mean,
wave.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. At the time, I think there was still the thing like, "Don't wake up a sleepwalker," because blah blah blah. But you know, this is a very strange place, so I figured like, let's risk it.
Yeah. Okay, Lightwave, would you like to describe your character for us just briefly? What they are, what they look like?
My character is a parapsychologist who originates from Edinburgh, and he is in America to visit his aunt,
Okay.
who migrated.
So that's why you are currently at the motel.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm on a journey to my aunt.
Okay. Okay.
He was deployed in France before, and a little bit social.
Okay. We just get the whole backstory all at once. Great. So yeah. So give me a. I will do it the other way around. Give me a luck roll first. So just go into your character sheet and click luck. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, give me a listen roll. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Wow. Damn.
Okay. Epic. The man does not hear you as he makes his way over. This is his final destination, but you can follow him if you wish. As he makes his way toward the lake. Cal, you have now woken up in a cold sweat. Pretty shaken, to say the least. What do you wish to do?
Well, I'm gonna have to have another shower. probably put my clothes on without my undergarments now because they're all sweaty, so I'm going to have to leave them to dry, which is going to really annoy me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, when I've showered and everything, go out and try and find a stiff drink somewhere nearby.
Okay. So you're outside now. Epic, what do you want to do with the man?
Was there a glass or a mug in the bathroom?
There would be, yes.
Okay, would it be possible if my character filled that with water, followed the strange man, and tried to, like, toss the water in his face? Like, maybe that would wake him up.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. It
Okay,
will
do
take
you
a
have to
little
roll?
bit of time, though. You don't need to roll anything. It's easy.
Because I figured, like, if he goes, like, to the back of the hotel, I would, technically speaking, have the time to get the glass, fill it, and then just, like, run after him
Yeah,
in the time he walks.
yeah. I mean, he's moving. He's not slow, but he's also not fast. It's almost about the speed of a power walk, but in a sort of very sort of stilted and robotic way. But I'd say he'd get to about here before you actually get to here. So you're gonna have to book it. Cal, you see this going on. You see this rather dapper gentleman run out of his room carrying a cup of water. What do you do?
I'm going to shout after him. Oi there! Is that whiskey or anything stronger?
Over my shoulder, I'd probably yell, like, it's just water. I have to, and then I'm probably around the corner and, probably cut
Okay.
here.
I'm just going to snarl in annoyance and head to the front desk to demand, well, ask them where I can get a good drink around here.
Okay.
Doing probation.
Okay. So,
Oh, yeah. Are we in a place we can't drink in America?
yeah, you wouldn't have readily
Yeah.
available drink. This is prohibition. I was going to mention that.
Okay, so I can't have a stiff drink.
No.
I'm going to just smoke then, in which case I will probably just follow after him because at least then I'm curious while I'm having my smoke.
Excellent. Okay. So so Denver is following our mysterious gentleman, who we will find out is named Bruce Dickinson. Yes. And Cal is following Denver, or rather, Rudolph is following Denver. Okay. So I would say, given the amount of time, yes, you are quick, but so is he, and you would just be on the border. So we have you two here. We have Bruce Dickinson. Oh God, he's so massive. Hang on. All right, there we go. So we have Bruce Dickinson walking towards the lake, and you've got Denver and Rudolph close behind. Sorry, I'm terrible at positioning. I do apologise. Okay, so you catch up to him. Obviously, Cal, you are just waiting to see what happens, and you want to. I'm assuming you want to throw the water into his face.
Yeah.
Okay, you do this, and yeah, it does work. Lightwave, you. Oh, okay. Lightwave, you. There we go. You come to, very confused, but also very terrified with what you experienced. You experienced the same dream as Cal did, the exact same. So again, roll your sanity for me. Okay. Good. It's not a hard success, but it's enough. Okay. So that's just 1 point off your sanity. If you would not mind.
Oh, yes.
Okay. This all happens while Octavia and Edith are just casually relaxing around, You see this happen. What do you do? Let's go with Saheta first. Edith.
Edith is a little taken aback, and she's a little. She sees the man and sees what's happened. And she kind of looks to Octavia and she says, "Is he all right? Do you want to go and see what is wrong with him?"
Same time that we heard the very, very unfriendly voice from somewhere around the lake.
Well, it was a sound. It wouldn't say it was a voice.
Okay, well, sound. Octavia looks at the direction of the unfriendly sound and is like, yeah, I think we should probably go and see if he's okay, since whatever that sound was earlier, I would rather not see what made it.
Okay.
And she kind of rushes, like, taps Edith on her back. It's like, okay, let's go, girly.
Okay. So you make your way to the man. Edith?
Edith comes over and she's very cautious and she says, "Hey, monsieur, are you all right?"
Light wave.
Oh, pardon me. Yes. Hello. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. I just sleepwalked. I saw a nightmare, and I'm probably sweaty right now. My name is
Are you-
Bruce. What?
Are you in? Is your character basically in his jammies or something like that?
In Jamis. I was in a costume last time. Sorry. My name is Bruce Dickinson. I don't know how I ended up here.
Okay.
I go forward and offer him a smoke because I know how he feels with having nightmares.
Okay.
I'm like, if you ever smoke, I know what those nightmares can be like. I had a bad one myself tonight.
Thank you, good sir. Thank you. Who are you people?
Well, I'm Rudolph. We came here on a bus. But fuck bastard went and left us here, and now we're stuck at this here hotel.
While you guys are exchanging words, Octavia keeps looking over her shoulder nervously towards the lake
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
is clearly grabbing something in her handbag while she's smoking a cigarette.
Okay. Would the nurse like to administer any sort of diagnostics or anything? You are literally.
Is a
in-
cigarette
yes.
like the best cure for everything? Yeah, for a
At the
second
time,
there,
yeah.
Octavia keeps looking behind her shoulder and then kind of snaps out of it, clearly like, oh, crap. Yeah. And I will not stomp my cigarette, but I will get my hand out of my handbag and go towards Mr. Dickinson. It's like, well, hello there, Mr. I am a nurse, so if you would like to, I would. Oh, actually, never mind. I would like to see if you're actually okay. And basically, it's just make a quick value, like it's like, is he delirious or something like that? Like
Okay. Give me a
malnourished
medicine.
or something.
Give me
drunk?
a medicine
What?
roll.
Okay. Could be a wee bit drunk though.
Okay.
Nope.
You can't find anything wrong with him. He seems perfectly fine.
Okay.
So,
Well, you're startled, but you don't seem to have any physical damage.
okay. Who would be the best for this? I would say Octavia, because you are still on alert. Give me a listen roll.
Oh crap. Never mind. I hear absolutely nothing. That is bad. Man,
Mhm.
that's really bad.
Yeah. The whistle in the trees is so distracting. You can't hear anything else.
You can
Okay.
hear the big slimy monster behind your back.
Okay. Is there anything you want to do? Well, obviously you want to do something. So what? Is there anybody who wants to do anything specifically right now before anything else happens?
I mean, then we'd probably say, my name is Ben Featherstone, sir. I'm a private eye. And might I suggest that we all head inside and into one room? I feel I should tell you some things I've found.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's pretty conclusive.
Davia raises her brow, takes a long, a long inhale from her cigarette, and then looks again towards the lake, and then is basically like, "Yeah, we should all go."
Okay. The lake, I should say. Let me have a quick look. The clearing is an eerie place, especially at night. Strange bubbling can be seen in the lake, and the water sloshes against the shore, and a mist carpets everything. It's a very creepy atmosphere. And of course, let's go with Denver. Give me a listen roll one last time.
It's gonna fail so hard, I just might. There we
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Before you know anything's happened, you hear it. It rustles through the brush, and out from a local outcrop is a creature you cannot describe. It looks human, but it's bloated and misshapen. Let me make that a bit bigger, sorry. It has large spines stuck throughout its entire body. It does not look... It looks like it's in perpetual agony, as it makes nothing but sounds as it comes toward you. I need you all to make sanity rolls.
So I just click the sanity.
Yep.
Or
Is that everyone?
Nope, sorry,
Oh.
just a second.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sanity, sanity. I'm used to this. Or am I? Never mind. I have seen some shit throughout the war.
Okay. Is that everyone?
Mhm.
Luckily,
I think so, yeah.
none of you incur any sanity loss. But you can comprehend it. It is a large, shambling, bloating zombie, for lack of a better word. And it's getting close to you quite quickly. Let's put it there. What do you do?
I grab
mean-
Edith by her hand and just scream, "Run!"
Okay.
I mean, then would probably yell out Christ Almighty and pull out his revolver and try to shoot at the thing immediately.
Okay. So, we have a combat. So let's say you have run. You are not in this combat. You have chosen not to take part in this combat, Edith and Octavia, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And I grab Mr. Dickinson as well
You
by the
can.
hand. Yeah.
Yes. I'm
I
going
will
to
try that since he was a little bit delirious, so he would be something that he would be vulnerable at this point, and this is a field medic thinking on her feet. I was like, let's get these people out of here.
give me a persuade roll. It doesn't matter if it's a success because I'm going to use my own numbering. But give me a persuade roll.
Okay. Persuade. gonna be a success.
Oof.
Okay.
Well,
So-
I have only 10 on the skill, so
You grab at Bruce, but he's like, "What? No." And he gets to choose. Instead of him just going along with you as an authority figure, he gets to choose what does he do. And what do you do, Lightwave?
I'm doing because I was deployed before in France during the First World War.
Yeah.
I choose to fight the creature.
Okay. So we got 2.
oh, men are such idiots.
Okay. Right, let me just... Cal, next. What do you choose to do? You see this as well. It does not affect you, but you're pretty startled and horrified by what you're seeing. What do you wish to do?
Annoyingly, I made friends with this man. I've given him a cigarette. I can't just abandon him now if he's going to fight.
Okay.
Pick up a rock and get ready to throw.
Give me a luck roll. Okay.
Nice.
I would say... let me just have a look at your combat. I would say you have... Because you don't have your usual weapons, you have gained a sturdy log, shall we say, which has 1d3 damage. So if you want to put that in quickly.
I'm not sure what my unarmed is anyway, so could I just use that one?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you can use that. Let's say d3 plus 1. You get a plus 1 to your unarmed with it. Because it is a little bit better. So
Okay, I'll just add that after all.
Okay. Can you... first of all, Denver, can you tell me your dexterity, please?
Dexterity 60.
Nice. Lightwave?
Dexterity 9?
9?
What?
Wait, sorry.
I'll
Please.
be worse than an old man.
Yeah, it says 9.
Oh my god.
I think it's supposed to be 90.
It can't be 9.
Sorry. Yeah. 90.
I'm pretty sure that would be 90, because that makes no sense otherwise.
I don't think it's possible to have 9.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
So we're going to go
Because
with
like
90.
40 is bad.
I mean, 90 is very,
So
very
9.
good. Okay, Carl, what's your dexterity?
55.
55. Okay, that's pretty good. Everyone's actually in the order I already put them in. Okay, so, first of all, right. Yeah, it's Denver's to go first. And you said you were going to shoot, correct?
Yep.
Okay, let me just get my combat flowchart. Okay, so, roll the attack.
Okay, how did that go again?
Just roll your firearms first.
Okay,
On the
so
combat
hand
sheet.
combat. Okay, combat. So
In fact, you can actually roll them both. If you just roll the weapon you're using, it will roll whether it's a success and the damage at the same time.
okay, so it's a point 38. So
Oh my god.
damn.
Okay.
Damn.
That is, that is incredible. Okay, so
Oh yeah.
that is. We're gonna say that's about 15 yards, is it? Would you say that's about 15 yards? We're gonna say for the sake of argument that's 15 yards. So yeah, okay. I've forgotten how to do this, but let's just say for the sake of argument, I know what he has. Okay, so you fire your pistol. It goes off. You hear the gunshots ring out in the night, and it disturbs a lot of birds and wildlife around you. The bullet hits this shambling thing square in the chest. It takes it, and it almost buckles backwards and then it just carries on. It just keeps moving. It takes the shot, it makes a sort of and just carries on towards you. Okay. Oh, actually, it should have been bollocks. Sorry, I messed that up. I apologise. It should have been Lightwave first. I do apologise. Lightwave, you can go now, though.
I believe in my trust to Luger.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Look.
Oh.
Okay, you bring your Luger out of your pocket, you fire, and it just doesn't. You fail to make a hit. Nothing happens. Okay. Cal.
I'm going to position myself in front of, but not blocking the firing line of our poor disheveled man.
So you're going to be here.
And just hold my stick up, ready to strike if it comes any closer.
Okay. So you're basically putting yourself in the way without sort of blocking his shot, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah. Okay. Now it is the zombie's turn. He's going to move. What is his movement? Bear with me 1 second. There it is. Movement rate 6. That should work. So yeah, he's just going to attack the first thing he sees. You're in his way. He's going to attack you. As he comes closer, he raises his hands, his clawed fingers. They're basically the flesh is almost just torn from his fingers at this point. He's using sharpened bone as claws almost, as he tries to grab and swipe at you. It's a feral attack. There's no logic behind it. He's just going for it. Okay? Okay. Nothing happens. He's just flailing and he can't quite get you. Okay? So let me just put this back. There we go. Okay. We're back to the top and it is Lightwave's turn. Would you like to try again?
Woken. Try again.
Okay. Oh, nothing. That Luger is not doing very well. You need to recalibrate that, sir. It is just you're firing into the night and there's nothing. It's just not hitting anything.
Been through war. Damaged.
Okay. Denver.
I take another shot, I suppose. I doubt it's going to be as successful, but, you know.
Have some confidence.
Hi.
Hey. Okay.
Hey.
Okay. That damage is for 15 yards. We're a lot closer than 15 yards now, so I'm going to say the damage is more. I think that's how it works. Well, fuck it. It's my game. I'm going to say it is. So, you fire. Again, the sound rings out, almost making your ears ring. The bullet, again, impacts deep in the chest of this creature. Well, what you think is the chest. It's all bloated and pus-filled that you can't tell where anything is anymore. But you seem to hit something. Something bursts and it just collapses as it breaks open as weeping sores just kind of tear themselves apart, and it just almost falls apart into a heap and it stops.
Bloody hell.
What in the name of God is that thing?
I don't think there's anything in the name of God for what that was. I'm going to shakily pull out a cigarette and offer it to anyone who is nearby.
That would be Lightwave.
So everyone is getting a cigarette offered to them who is nearby, and then I am smoking.
Yeah, I will take him up on that offer with a somewhat shaky hand.
Okay.
I'm taking the cigarette and taking my Bible out from my pocket and starting to read verses from the Bible.
Okay.
Edith comes forward and she's able to see a bit better what it is, and she just takes a minute and gasps, "Oh, Senor," and then she crosses herself and just has her hand over her mouth in shock and
Okay.
awe.
Octavia?
I will walk closer, but I am alert. I am looking basically behind my shoulder every now and then. I keep looking at the lake,
Okay.
and I as I look at the pile of pus,
Yeah.
I do mention that we heard a voice, a gurgling, weird sound, and I think it was this.
Here's a
What the
classic
hell
one.
is living here?
Give me a spot hidden.
Oh, please no. We'll all know how it ends. Let's see. Spot hidden was there.
Ooh,
Oh, why?
excellent.
I
Okay.
don't want to see.
Okay. As you get closer to the what remains of the creature, you notice that what little clothes there is still some clothes on it, and you take a closer look, and you start to see some of the tatters that have been torn by these spines sticking out of it, and you realize it's a bus driver's uniform.
At this point, when I realize I probably grabbed a stick from the ground and poke at it.
Okay.
Sounds kind of while I am examining the thing, and at this point when I realized tatters of clothes, I gasp and call out Mr. Private Eye. Is like,
Yeah.
Mr. Private Eye there. Is it me, or are these godforsaken clothes the same as the bus driver was wearing before he left us here? Because I want to know if I'm going just apeshit insane at this point.
You can see that indeed they are.
I think you're right. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, pardon my French. No, never mind. Let's just.
These
I
are
guess I
demons
approach it.
of sorts at this place. There is no
I-
god here.
Yeah, I think at my stage, I probably approach it, try to locate a pocket of any kind, and try and see, not necessarily like stick my hand in there, but like take another stick from the ground and try and poke, like, is there a key in there anywhere?
Give me a spot hidden.
Okay. Back there.
Are you
Dang it.
explaining what you are
Ah,
doing?
fuck it.
Why you
Yeah,
are?
probably be like kind of like almost at talking volume, like, blast it, where did he put the key? Where's the key?
Okay. It takes you longer than it probably should have, but you keep sort of messing about with the stick and you move these pieces about. It's quite disgusting at this point.
I'm trying to help him at this point.
Yep. And
As
eventually,
well.
you just hear clink, and the keys fall out from what was a pocket in the jacket.
Yes.
Okay, I guess I pull the keys a bit closer with the stick, like hopefully whatever like slime is on them gets wiped on the grass a bit more.
Okay.
And then I like pick them up with the stick and like, so should we try the bus? Anyone?
Okay.
Not to be a pickled pear here, but if this truly was the bus driver, what the hell are those two weirdos in the hotel? I mean, they knew him?
That is an excellent question, and this would be a good time to say that I found scratch mark in my room.
What?
Like someone was getting pulled out of the doorway against their will, kind of scratch marks.
Good God.
We don't
Where have
steer
we
on
ended?
it. We use
Sorry,
those
Carl?
so we use those keys and we get on that bus and we go.
Or we get our shit and then go and blast everything in our way.
Well, you do that. I'm gonna have a look at that bus, train, repair it, and get going.
Wait.
Survive through too many wars to die here in this shite.
May I suggest to burn the body?
Agree. I only have my cigarettes. I don't really have anything flammable.
Actually, Lightwave, give me an occult roll.
Occult.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
What? Oh.
Yeah,
Aw,
you actually
damn.
think burning the body would be very, very helpful.
Failure roll. Oh, you think it's very, very helpful. Fuck.
Unless somebody has a gasoline or something in their pocket, I don't think we're gonna be able to burn it.
We can get inside the hotel and grab some lanterns, gas lanterns.
In this day and age, we probably have some sort of lighter fluid for our lighters.
And that will be enough to burn a body, though.
Yeah, probably won't be.
I mean, if we pile up some stuff around it, it depends how much effort we're willing to put into it.
You're arguably creating a funeral now.
That's a good
okay.
job.
Before we go back to the hotel, Octavia finds a big rock.
Mm-hmm.
She picks it up, looks at the creature, and just drops it on its head,
Okay.
and not even looking at it while she does it.
Okay.
And then she turns around and just says, "I prefer to double tap at this point. Let's go."
A term not invented for another several decades. But yeah, as you pick up this rather sturdy rock and you drop it, it hits the creature on what you could arguably say is its head, and it kind of makes a sound like almost like a rotting pumpkin, and it
Ugh.
just it's filled with what can only be described as black tar, as it just goes everywhere. It's almost like a tidal wave at this point. It's so bloated and full of this stuff.
Ugh. Yuck. Octavia is kind of like, "Are we going?"
Yes,
I
right
have
now,
a shotgun in the bus, so maybe we could go.
Okay.
So
Right.
everyone to the bus, I hope.
Yeah. Okay. So the bus is over here. I'm just putting people here for reference, by the way. It's not indicative. Oh, you're massive. There we go.
Hello there.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay. Octavia.
I would encourage anybody to say anything about what we saw in the shore to the two owners if we see them,
Okay.
just in case.
As you make your way to the bus, in the main foyer, you can hear raised voices, or at least strained voices. You know, voices of high emotion. Can somebody give me a listen? Anyone, really?
I can do that. Sorry, just trying to find it here.
In the middle section, under languages.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
There we go.
as you gather around the bus, you can hear in the foyer two men talking. One is William Brophy, the owner of the motel. The other man you don't know. But what you hear, it goes like this. You said you don't know if he stayed here. I know he did, as he told me so. Now, calm down, young sir. There are people trying to rest here. Rest? Here? What with all the noise under the rooms at night? Good luck to them. Now, what room did he stay in? Tell me that. I said I don't know. And that's my final answer. Now stop bothering me or you can get the hell out of my motel. The man has an exasperated sort of almost slap of his thighs, like, and he quickly walks off. And you can actually see him come almost towards you as he comes down towards his room. His room is here. Sorry. I can't remember what's the... There it is. His room is here. So he's walking towards you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm just looking at him and I'm just eager to see what he's doing. He's coming closer to me and I'm just waiting to see how close he's going to get. But it's very obvious that I heard what was said. My eyes are on him when he came out. So he very obviously knows I heard what he was talking about.
Okay. And he just makes his way to the room. Unless anybody wants to say anything, he quite quickly... I mean, he's not really in the mood for talking. He looks very angry as he makes his way to his room and he just slams the door.
Okay. I was thinking about that Octavia could ask something about him, but if he went, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty quick, like I said.
Yeah.
And you'd probably get the sense that this guy doesn't want to talk. He looks pretty fucking pissed off. So yeah.
I don't care about angry. I'm going to at least try and knock on his door and warn him that he probably shouldn't stay here.
Now, or before you, or while you get your stuff?
I'll probably get my stuff first because
Okay.
I feel a bit worried now about what might come and get me. I'll feel safer with a shotgun and axe in hand.
Okay. So, you make your way to the bus, yes?
Yep.
Okay. Anybody want to do anything else as well, by the way, I should ask?
Want to
I'm
find the
actually
back- Sorry.
gonna check our room and check if mine and Edith's room got those weird scratch marks that Mr. PI mentioned.
Okay. Where is my...
And I'm leaving the door open. So, like, if something happens, hopefully somebody will notice. And I do mention that I'm going here. So if
Okay.
I'm not back in 5 minutes, come and shoot up the place.
Right. Okay, so you have made your way to the room. So while everyone else is... I'm assuming you're going to go straight into the luggage compartment and get your stuff, yes?
Yep.
Yeah? Anybody else going to do anything different?
I'm going to get my stuff and then I'm going to quickly check the driver's cabin just to have a once-over.
Okay. The driver's cabin is exactly how you left it. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Nobody's been in it since you left it.
Yeah, I'll just get my stuff and then go knock on that guy's door then whenever.
Okay. So, everyone else has... You've all got your stuff now, which is great. Octavia, in the room, you take a look around. Give me a spot hidden. Okay.
Nope.
You don't... There's nothing out of the ordinary that you can see. There's no scratches or anything.
Okay.
What else would there be? Let me have a quick check just to make sure.
Is there a blood stain under the carpet?
I mean, you can move the carpet if you wish.
I will.
Probably a good idea at this point.
Okay. So, I mean, it's a pretty sturdy carpet, so it's quite heavy. But you move the table out of the way, you pull the carpet back, and yeah, you see a trap door.
Oh. I did not expect that. Octavia, look at it's not locked. It's one of those that you just pull up. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way you could put a lock on it if you could.
Okay. I'll leave it that. I go towards the door and whistle at the group, and I was like, you guys, and lady, you might want to see this.
Okay, do you all follow suit? Except for Cal?
Also,
I'll,
Edith,
yep.
sorry. Edith has also picked up Octavia's stuff
Ah,
and is bringing it back. Yeah.
damn! I was hoping you hadn't done that. Okay, so
Nicely done there, darling.
so you three go to the room, and with Cal, what do you want to do, Cal? Do you want to knock on the door?
I'm just going to go up to his door and just politely knock on it. As in, try and do my best to not hammer it loudly, considering
Okay.
how I was stressed out.
Okay, you sort of, and immediately he's like, "What?"
Sir, I've got something that I want to speak to you about concerning this place.
I'm not interested right now. Leave me alone.
Oh, fine, you don't have to speak for me long. If you value your safety, I'd get out of here. We've seen something that turn your stomach and your soul.
Give me a persuade roll.
I can see Cal being the smooth talker.
Oh no.
Oh, actually, not persuade.
Intimidate.
No, I'd say fast talk. Fast talk probably more applicable here.
I think Cal will be the doomsayers, like, get out while you still can.
Are you sure I can't persuade instead?
Okay, yeah, you can use persuade if you want.
Because fast talk is 5.
And it's still the
Oh,
same.
oh.
Oof.
He quite soundly tells you to fuck off.
Okay, I'm just going to walk off and just be like, hey, well, it's your funeral, mate. Don't see I didn't warn you.
Okay. Right. So yeah, I'm assuming you make your way back to the other group.
Yeah, I'm going to join everyone else. I did what I could.
Okay, fair enough. Octavia, would you like to explain to the group?
Yes. Well, since Mr. P.I. mentioned that there has been dragging scratch marks, I wanted to see what was there something similar here, and didn't see any scratch marks, but found a bloody trapdoor under the mat, and I don't like it.
As my character remembers, the kind PI told there was some markings as well, not scratch marks, but some signs as well.
Did you say that, Epic?
Were there around the doorway? Were there some weird runes or whatever? Can't
Yes.
remember anymore.
A fingernail, half moon.
Yeah, there was no
Okay.
runes. There was scratches and half moon of fingernails in the floor. There's no runes.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically just I said the drag marks like someone had been dragged out of the door against their will, very much against
Yes.
their will.
Yes, that you did tell.
Can I check with the occult the half moons? My knowledge of occult.
You can. Okay. They're fingernails.
Yep.
That's it. They're just fingernails that were left in the wood.
Okay.
When there's actually more people there, was there actually? I'm gonna ping that point. Was there a door on this wall, or was it only this one?
No, it's just it's just between the rooms.
Okay. Okay, but for the other rooms, I do wonder: is there a trapdoor underneath the mat, the carpet, only in this one, or is it on everyone? But as we are talking, I will try to pull the trapdoor open.
Okay. It's not easy. Give me a strength roll. This will be my number, so whether it says success or not doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to give you that because that's
Close.
yeah. Ignore that. So yeah,
Okay.
you grip the sides, and it's like, and it's like it's stiff. It's not. It's been used, but it's not easy to use. But you open it up, and it's you see in there is a crawl space. It's literally the crawl space underneath the motel, where there's just soil underneath.
Okay. Okay. Personally, I don't have that much knowledge of, how do you build houses and all that. Like, Octavia just asked, like, is this normal? I have no idea. I'm not an architect.
Anyone can give me a... what would be a good one? Hard to say. Just a straight intelligence roll.
For anybody or...
Anybody, really. Yeah, just the first one that comes up. Okay. Yeah, obviously, crawl spaces are a thing. It's a bit odd to have a crawl space like this, because it doesn't really seem to serve a purpose other than being a space. It doesn't serve an architectural purpose, is my point. So it must be potentially nefarious reasons. Is there anything else you'd like to do with the hole? Does anybody else want to do anything, I should say?
I mean, I'll probably peer into it a little bit from a distance and just sort of like sigh and go, so does anybody else think we've bitten off more than we can chew here?
Well, maybe. Octavia grabs her duffel bag and thanks Edith, and grabs her lantern and lights it up and lowers it to the hole. Then she peers her head and looks around.
Okay.
In there. It's like, considering what we just saw at the Cursed Lake, I don't... does Mr. Dickinson elaborate that this is not a normal idea, that this is not a architectural use for normal use for crawl space? Like,
Yes,
if you don't say anything, then...
I assume it's not normal crawl space. That's why my trusty Luger and Gaslighter come in with us to investigate.
Is she actually going to go into the hole?
If the party thinks so, if the people that I've met right now.
Well,
yes.
You look under there, and you can basically see out the other side to, like, here. Oh, sorry. So, like, you can basically see, like, to here. You can see all the way. You can look under all of the rooms, and every single room has a trapdoor. You can tell that.
Oh, shit.
You can see light coming from here and here. And also here, there is a crate underneath, partially sort of buried in the soil.
There is some kind of crate buried around the corner room, but every single room apparently has a trapdoor. Octavia, like, she has been leaning under it and looking with her lamp, and then pulls herself up and looks very concernedly at her comrades, like, yeah, every single room under the carpet there is apparently a trapdoor.
But there's not much else. And I should say as well, it would be very cramped under there. It's not big enough to stand up. You would have to be crawling on your hands and knees. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's very dusty and it's not pleasant. I'd say that.
Yeah. Do we want to, or do we need to investigate this? I mean, if we want to look at the crate, I think we should use another trapdoor from one of the closer rooms.
Bear in mind, there
And
are
then-
rooms apart from the, the guest rooms that you can search as well while you're there.
Yeah. Do we want to pop into the rooms without an invitation?
Exactly.
But for example, this Mr. PI's room, we could use the trapdoor there to enter the crawl space and see what is in the trunk that's partially buried somewhere close to that room. Any takers?
You can trust me. And my Luga. I follow you.
Wait, do you mind then, Mr. PI? Sorry, forgot your name after all the grossness at the lake.
Denver Featherstone, ma'am, and lady, I'll be
Denver.
honest, I was hired to find a prodigal son. I really don't want to crawl in there. I mean, you can use my room for all you want, but I'm not going down there.
Right. A true gentleman, then she winked her eye and kind of like a motherly like, yeah. Laugh at you just a little bit. Oi, meant to do women's work and all that crap. But if nobody else got any ideas, I mean, it might be the prodigal son in that crate for all we know. Sorry to sound the morbid, but when those demonic creatures are skulking about, if you're looking him here, don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, I'm thinking his daddy ain't paying me enough for this shit.
Well, I'm going to enter Denver's room and go into the crawl space.
Okay.
I'm with her.
Just keep watch, you know.
So who's doing what? So you're investigating the crawl space. Lightwave, you're doing that too, yes?
Yes.
What have
So
you-
where was
what-
the crawl space, the entrance to the outside? Where was it?
Well, it's not really an entrance. It's more of just there's a slight gap in the wood at the bottom here. But it's not
Okay.
an entrance. It's just a sort of gap in the wood.
Okay, so I don't have to stand in guard at the corner and see if anything's trying to get in there.
No.
Okay, then I'll be in the room as well, and just keeping watch.
Okay.
Edith is gonna.
Yep.
Edith is gonna follow Octavia. She has a bit more resolve now that she has her things. A lot of her things are
Yep.
designed for survival, so
Cool.
yeah.
Cal?
Load my shotgun and stand at the door to the room and make sure that nothing tries to come in.
Ah, so you're readying your weapon.
Oh yes, my shotgun is fully loaded,
Okay.
and I'm watching.
Okay, so you have readied your weapon. Okay. Obviously you pull back the carpet and you see another trapdoor. You can pull this one open a little bit better than the other one. So no strength check.
Okay.
And you're going to go inside?
Oh.
Yeah.
Before anyone goes in, I take out my crowbar, and I give it to Octavia, and I say, "If you make it this far, this might be of use."
Octavia looks at Edith slightly amazed and takes the crowbar and is like, "Oh, thank you. I'm actually pretty sure this will come in handy." Kind of
Edith's-
like, look,
Edith smiles a big smile, and we notice that her right eye tooth is missing, but she looks like a happy child for a moment, and then she puts her hand into the bag and pulls out her brass knuckles and puts them on. She is also readying her weapon.
Okay, fair enough.
Well,
okay.
I'm holding a, a lantern and a crowbar, and I'm going in.
Okay. So you get down into the crawl space, and yeah, it's probably more cramped than you could possibly have even estimated way back. It's almost sloped downwards.
Yeah.
But you make your way over to the crate, and I mean, I let you do it, but I can tell you now, there ain't any way you can open it. You don't even need to roll it. It's just not openable.
Not even with the crowbar.
Not really, because it's so cramped. You wouldn't get the leverage. It would just, yeah. You could try hitting it, but it's not going to do much.
Is there a lock? Like, I assume there's some sort of lock. Is it rusty? Like, what does it look like, all in all?
It's a wooden box, about 6 foot in length. It's been deposited there to stay there, really.
Okay.
It's not been designed to be opened again. It's not been designed to be moved. It's been designed there to be disposed of. That's the best thing you can probably estimate from it.
Okay.
Does any smell coming from it?
There's no smell check. What would be a good roll? Give me a
Spot
give me
hidden?
give me a spot hidden. Why not? Okay.
I'll be damned.
What you smell is kind of what you smelt at the lake. It's that rotten fish and sort of damp air. It's very subtle, though.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Bloody hell, we need a locksmith here.
why did Lightwave do the spot hidden? He's not the one down there.
Sorry.
It doesn't
I
matter.
thought of odd.
No.
I thought he was there.
Oh, did you follow
Yes.
that? I didn't notice that.
Yes.
Okay, fine. If
Anyway,
you
he
followed
did
her-
mention that he can, trust
Okay.
his Luger and blah blah blah.
Fair enough. If you followed her down there, then I'll accept that. Okay. But yeah, that's what you smell. But yeah, you can probably. It would take you a good hour to get into the box if you're really, really determined. But there might be better things to do.
Yeah. Unless while we are under there, I will look around towards here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do I see anything out of the ordinary here? Like, is there lights around here?
Yes, the lights are coming from the rooms. Let me just double check that. Light is coming from this room. I think this room and this room. Did I do that right? I think I did that right. This one,
Okay.
that one, and that one. So those three.
Okay. Okay. I turn to Mr. Dickinson. I was like, okay, so we can't really open the box, and well, maybe it's for the better, but I think while we're under here, maybe we should go and have a listen on those 3 habited rooms. Do you agree?
Okay.
I need to tell you something. That when I was sleepwalking, when you first met me, I've seen a lake filled with black, viscous liquid, and it had it had particular smell, the same smell that I can recognize from this box. So I suggest to talk to the owners of the motel.
He mentioned the smell. Now, Octavia like you can see the wrinkle between her eyebrows, and she like leans towards the box and takes a sniff.
The stench of death.
Does it smell? Does Octavia smell anything?
Yeah, you smell the same thing. In fact, give me a sanity roll.
Oh fuck!
Okay, you're good.
What does it smell like? The creature I crushed.
Kind of. It's very difficult to tell though, because everywhere around the lake kind of smells like that. The creature was certainly a lot stronger, but you can't really tell if it was the creature itself or just part of the lake, really.
Okay. Everything here smells rotten. But considering if you have those kind of nightmares, I assume this place is cursed. But shall we move on?
You have my word. You have my gun. We will proceed.
Parapsychologist
Alrighty then.
gunslinger. Love it. Okay, so you're out of the crawl space, yes?
Well, I thought that we would walk through with the in the crawl
Oh,
space to
sorry.
listen under the floorboards, like
Okay.
if something is happening.
Okay, so let's say you position yourself in kind of in between them.
Yeah.
Give me a listen roll.
Nope.
No. There's not
Octavia
much.
doesn't hear anything.
You know there's people in there, but you can't hear anything specific.
Okay. Does Mr. Dickinson hear anything?
He's gonna have to roll for it.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
Nothing.
Okay. So well, there were people here, here, and here.
Well, there was lights.
Lights. Okay. Yeah.
You know there is people somewhere. You don't know if they're in
Yeah.
all three rooms, but there are people and lights, but you can't really pinpoint any sort of direction or anything like that.
Okay. Well, I think we are done in the crawl space.
Okay.
My dress is getting dirty, and I can't. We haven't found anything of interest.
Okay. So you're all out. I assume Lightwave is out too.
Yes, I'm following her.
Okay. So there is no designated leader, so you're gonna have to sort of figure out what to do next together.
I suggest
we get successfully we get out of the crawl space.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably everyone else in the room is helping them back up, and I'm assuming they want to shake their clothes out
Yeah.
a little bit.
So while Octavia is dusting, okay, well, their grate is something of. I hand over the crowbar back to Edith, and I was like, "Thanks for the loan, but it was something that just not being able to open it at there. I don't know. It has been there for a while, and everything smells like this rotten lake."
She takes off her knuckle dusters and takes back the crowbar and puts it back into one of her backpacks.
Okay. So what do you want to do next?
I suggest to speak to the motel owner.
About what exactly?
About the
Yes,
safety of
hello,
this
you
place.
have demons in your backyard. We
Yes.
wish to make a complaint.
Well, do you think they don't know nothing about it? I reckon they're in on this. I've seen some cults like this around. I bet they're the leaders of it.
Say, weren't they the last people who saw our bus driver?
Yes,
Well,
and they said he left the town. So, like, was he gonna like walk to the next town over? considering what has happened, I am concerned about the angry person in the last room. Since he's a guest here, he doesn't know, but I think it would be probably a good idea to try to make some
sorry.
sense to him.
Can I just make a correction? Sorry, not this room. It's that room, and that room. I do apologise about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I made a mistake there.
Okay.
I was
Like,
Well, you do have a point there. I suppose we are gonna have to disturb the angry fellow once more.
Oh, you'll see if you have better luck than I did. He told me to fuck off, the bastard, so I don't care what happened to him.
oi.
Okay, so are you going to go...
Detective Denver?
Is it Detective Denver first?
Yeah, I guess I go out to the door and knock on it.
Okay, I'm going to move everyone out. A little bit like Final Fantasy VII. Okay. Okay. You get pretty much the same response as surly sort of what? What now?
I really am sorry to disturb you, but sir, as you may have noticed, there are strange things going on here, and I would really encourage you to come out so we can better formulate a plan. Can I use my charm skill?
Yes, you can.
Hey,
Success. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, he tentatively opens the door, and he's like, he kind of looks around. He's like, he waves you in. Does everybody else wait outside?
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay. So who is actually
I
following?
have no manners.
So who's actually following?
I am. I mean, all things considered, because we know the crawl space is kind of difficult to handle, and we know where the attack would be coming from if something's coming from there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the safest place at the moment would be kind of indoors where we can have a choke point or something.
Okay. Right. So we've got, was it Octavia?
Mm-hmm.
So Octavia. Anybody else going to be like trying to get in there as well?
I'm gonna wait outside.
Wait outside?
Yeah, I'm waiting inside as well.
Inside or outside, did you say, sorry?
Outside.
Okay. Cal?
I'm waiting outside and I'm setting myself up near these stairs, pointing my gun at the whatchamacallit.
Okay,
These
so
people.
you continue to ready your weapon. That's good to know. Okay. So the man lets in the detective, tries to shut the door, but is currently stopped by a rather severe looking woman, I reckon.
Yes.
Um,
Octavia looks like she is not fucking around.
okay.
She basically stops the door by her hand,
Okay.
and when he looks kind of maybe baffled, she will just enter the room and close the door and basically then lean onto the door,
Okay.
looking cautiously throughout the window.
Fair enough. I'll take that. Okay. So you say you have something to say about this place. I too have my problems with this place.
Yeah, I think it's a bit more severe than a couple of cockroaches in the bathroom.
I
and
know.
then
I know.
And then I proceed to tell him with the whole, I know this sounds crazy, but that kind of a thing. And I proceed to tell him like what we found by the lake and what we managed to kill, or we hope we managed to kill. And
Okay.
just like tell about the whole bus driver thing, the bus ride, and say that the owners are very, very peculiar.
Okay.
And of course I tell about the scratch marks.
Yeah.
When Denver mentions about the monster, she holds her composure, but is like, oh, no, well. Not the way I would have approached it, but yes. And
Um,
basically nods about the scratch marks and all that.
Okay. At the mention of scratch marks, he looks a lot more worried than he already did. And he says, I agree with you with this place. And I don't like the owners. Don't. There's something wrong here. I was supposed to meet my friend, Abe, a few weeks ago, but I've been here for ages and he hasn't arrived yet. I don't know what's happened to him and very worried.
When he mentions a friend, Octavia turns to look Detective Denver, like, when did your when was the person you were looking for supposed to be here? Looking at Denver. It's not the same person, is it?
Denver shakes his head and like picks out the little pocket book of notes that he has and like flips a couple of pages and says, "No, I'm here for a fellow named James Fraser. Said to be a strapping lad. He supposedly left in his car a couple of days ago, but got missing somewhere around this area. So this would have been the best place for him to be at. But I don't think his car is here, and I really haven't seen hair of him. That said, I haven't really had time to investigate this place. But
Okay.
no, it's not the same fellow.
Do you show the picture?
Yep.
Okay. The guy sees the picture and he's like, "Oh yeah, I saw that guy the night I pulled in here, but I didn't
What?
get a chance to say hello. In the morning, I noticed his car was gone, so I guessed he left. But those old fools say he wasn't here. They're either idiots or they're lying. The latter, I reckon. And I just may go bring the police in on this if my pal doesn't arrive soon. Can somebody to make me a psychology roll?"
Let's see. Can we both make a roll?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Okay.
Not much luck here.
Okay, fair enough.
Eh,
Not much happens. though.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay. They said he was never here, but the young man has gone missing for a while now.
Yeah, he hasn't been seen since he made his way to somewhere around here. So I'm thinking they're not exactly telling the truth here either.
I asked.
Do you remember what room the fellow was in? I asked the other person in the room.
Not really. Like I said, I didn't really get to see much. Barely said hello.
By the way, I'm Nurse Octavia Bluebell, and your name is?
Jacob Trent. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Also, did Denver mention about the crawl space under the carpet?
Did you?
Let's say that Denver mentions it now and just start like moving the furniture while he explains, and then just pulls at the carpet.
Okay.
Just enough that the crawl space to come in view, the whole door.
Octavia mentions that yes, all these rooms have the same trapdoor, and as a more educated friend of ours mentioned, that is something that is not common when it comes to structural things or anything like that. And considering the claw marks, Detective Denver noticed, yeah, definitely not a good place to be.
I would agree with you there, but I'm waiting for my friend. I'm not leaving until I know he's safe.
How long have you been here?
About a week. I keep hounding the owners. Like I said, I'm not leaving until I get my answers.
Hmm. Do you know? Would your friend be arriving with a car?
You should have done, yes.
Do you know what his license number, the plate number is?
Not off the top of my head, I'm afraid.
Just noticed that in the lobby, in the reception, there is a lot of license plates on the walls and
Yes, I
around.
noticed that too.
I was just wondering, well, what the devil is happening here? But as we came here to really to get you realize that it is probably not safe here.
Yes, I understand that.
And if you're not going to come with us, I would caution you to be very, very careful and
Oh,
stay
I
the
will.
entire
I
and
plan to
stay
do
up
my own
the entire night.
investigation.
And then I guess at this point, Denver just goes to the doorway and says loud enough for everyone to hear that, considering the circumstances have changed and have become somewhat extenuating, what say you we check the check-in desk?
Sure.
Okay.
They promised us something to eat anyway, so might as well go and hound them for that
Okay.
as a, cover story.
So you're all going to the reception.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of us intend to be more blunt than others.
Okay.
Octavia is gonna stay at the door, looking into the darkness.
With our shotgun?
I'm not carrying the shotgun openly, because if the owners see it, they might just bulk it.
You get into the reception. It's exactly how it was when you last saw it. Do you want to do any sort of searching? Hello?
Good to know, Cal.
I mean, I'd want to, boldly investigate the check-in desk and what's underneath it and all that.
All right. So you're checking the cubby holes, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, you probably don't need a spot hidden because they're not exactly hidden. So you actually, firstly, you find. Actually, no, you don't find that. But you find a load of license plates underneath the table that have been sort of taken down from the wall over time, and they've been placed under the desk.
Can I search
I
for
have-
the keys?
Sorry?
For the keys for other rooms.
I mean, there's no keys hanging up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had Fraser's license plate number back at the photo. Yeah.
Yep. Yes, you did.
Okay. Does any of them match?
Yes, indeed. You find a license plate numbered AB1652, James Fraser's car.
Okay, I
I pull
guess
out my. Sorry, I get my brass knuckles ready.
Yeah, I say blast it. This is the license plate number of the fellow I'm searching for.
So the young man in the last room was right. He did saw him, even though the owners kept telling him he never was here.
It would appear so. There was a phone in the room, right?
Yes.
Okay, can I pick it up and listen? Is it actually working or?
Yes, and it is not working.
Well, I guess
In-
I tell
in
the others
fact-
the phone isn't working.
In fact, it feels very light, as if it doesn't have any innards. There is also, I should mention, sorry, I don't know if it's made clear, but there is a door here.
Yeah, it's the same door they came through at the first time?
Yes.
My shotgun is pointing at that door currently.
Okay.
Not in an overtly aiming way, but just in a, it's pointing generally in that direction to easily shoot anything if it happens to be needed.
Okay.
So, detective, what is our next move? Do you want to face the owners, or do you want to do some snooping around more? Your target is somewhere here.
Well, it's what I've been paid to do. Denver says in a voice that implies that he would quite rather be walking anywhere but here. Like, ay. So I guess
Then it's,
we go to the door.
You go to the door.
Octavia asked before people go to the door. There is the matter of, are we going to snoop around, or do you just bluntly want to face the owners? The other fella looked quite strong.
May I suggest to peek through the windows first?
There is no windows. It's just a door.
There's no windows. Okay.
You're not in here, yeah?
Sorry.
What would the detective do in the situation?
Well, first I'd probably try and listen at the door, see if I can hear anything. But I'm figuring my rolls probably won't be that good, but I can try.
You can try. I mean, it's always a good thing to roll. So roll for a listen.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Nice.
Okay. You don't actually hear much. It's pretty quiet. Yeah, there's nothing of note, to be honest.
Okay. Well, I say that. Well, I don't hear any movement behind this door. I suppose we could, and then I trail off and try the handle a little bit. Like, does it actually open, or is it locked, or?
Yeah, it opens. Yeah.
Okay.
It opens,
I slowly open it with my gun drawn and see, like, is something happening? Is something gonna lunge at me?
No, you open it, and it's another room. It's basically a reception area. Well, not a reception area, but a sort of a living area beyond the reception. Sort of
Like a lounge.
Yeah, it's basically a lounge decorated in the same sort of green white wallpaper as your rooms. Sort of 20 by 10. The room contains a frayed cream fabric sofa, a coffee table, and shuttered window on the western wall. A cuckoo clock hangs from the eastern wall, beneath which stands a small kitchenette. The kitchen cupboards hold various unused plates and utensils, and a box of shells for the shotgun hung in the reception. The south wall holds a shelf lined with carved wooden animals. Like the other furnishings, they are old and sort of, what's the word? Very dusty. That's the best way to put it. Oil lamps hang from the north and south walls. Beneath the window, next to the coffee table is a sort of straw waste paper basket containing trash. And yeah, there is sort of like papers in there.
I guess I want to look at the papers, see if there's anything there.
Okay. So you rummage through and you find the torn out piece of the guest book. So show to everyone. There you go. You should have Servants 3. And you should be able to read that. Oh, I'll leave it open for people watching. Can you see the handout?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay. I show the page to the others and point at the Jay Fraser and Jay Trent.
Wasn't that Mr. Trent the person the young man was looking for?
No,
I think
Trent,
it was Abe that he was looking for, but the Trent was
Trent was
in
the
the
guy
room.
you spoke to.
And then
Oh.
point at the so I should say that I pointed the Abe Hickey name that was there on December 30th.
Yep.
So that was his friend.
I believe it was, yes. Maybe we should go tell him.
We can. Well, I think we can. I can go and show him this. If you want to continue your search here, I'll return shortly.
There are doors here and here, of course. There, as well.
Might try to get him join us, perhaps.
Seems like a good idea. Either Dickinson, you said?
Yes.
Mind accompanying the lady on her errand, just in case.
Absolutely.
Okay. So Octavia and hang on. And are going to the door, yes?
Yes.
I
I knock on the door heavily, like boom, boom, boom.
Oh. Okay. Just bear with me 1 second while I get the right page. I apologise. Okay, here we go. Okay, so yeah, he opens the door quite quickly, and he's like a little bit shaken. He's been about. I know it doesn't seem like it, but he's been about. He's been searching himself, and he's like, "Oh, it's you. I don't know if you've seen them, but I had a run-in with that old fool, Brophy. Bit of a tussle, actually. I lifted this key off of him. I'm going to check out that workshop of theirs. I'm not sure if you know about that. And see what's inside.
No.
Do you want to help?
It's inside the throughout the reception.
Yes. Well, yes.
Okay.
It's kind of yes.
Good sir.
I think you
then,
moved the map. We can kind of see.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Apologies.
Good sir, but there's something I need to show you immediately.
Okay.
And I show her, I'm sorry, him, the torn out page. Wasn't your friend, didn't you mention that this gentleman was your friend you were waiting for?
Yes.
He was here.
He was here. Yes. Then we
So
have to
they
get into that
lied.
workshop. We have to get into that workshop.
Okay, well, the rest of us are waiting inside. We are, so you please join us, and we shall look through the workshop together. Yes.
Okay.
And I do ask him, like, you had a tussle with the bigger man?
With Mr. William Brophy, yes. I can't
The
imagine
one
I'd
who
have
was-
a tussle with a man in a wheelchair.
I would assume, yeah. But it's like, did you fight?
Well, it was a nudge, if anything.
Okay, I would like to, like, maybe go for psychology, like,
Okay.
because this, he seems off, so is there something like, is he being genuine, or is he losing it, or,
Okay. Give me a psychology roll.
Okay.
Oh.
Never mind.
No,
It's
he's
fine.
I mean, to be honest, it's more of a testament to my bad acting, but he's just anxious. He wants to get going. He wants to get into that workshop, and he's going whether you come with him or not.
Okay. But I do tell him that we have strength in numbers, so we are investigating. The young man the detective was looking for was also here, and I mentioned that he was signed in the paper too, so we are looking for missing people here. And
Okay.
those two has something to do with it, alongside with the bus driver, I assume.
Okay, so you make your way back to the reception.
Yes.
I've neglected to get a token for Trent, so just assume he's with you. I do apologise.
It's fine.
Okay. So, everyone's back in the room. Do you want to continue on?
I guess I greet Trent and like give him a nod, like good of you to join us, that kind of thing.
Yes. Let's find out what's going on here.
Onward to the next one, yeah?
Yep. So where you gonna go? What are you gonna do?
I mean, which one was the workshop door?
You don't know.
Okay, so
You know
I
there's
guess
a workshop back here, but you don't know where the door is.
okay. Well, I guess we should probably try both doors and see where they
Okay.
go.
Do you want to pick which one first?
What
Top or bottom?
do they say, guys?
Top.
I vote
Can we-
for.
Can we do classical horror movie move and split?
I mean, you can.
3x3. 3x3.
I mean, we could, but is that a good idea?
Well, horror movies haven't been invented yet.
I suppose.
Okay, so you kind of, oh, sorry, hang on. So you're kind of splitting up, like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Let's say for the sake of argument that Trent is in the middle. Okay, so we'll do the top one first. So, in there, it's a room decorated the same as the living quarters. It has a single bed, a wardrobe, a bedside table with a lamp, and a small cubicle with a toilet, sink, and shower. Beneath the bed is an iron lockbox. And that's pretty much it. There's also a window, as you can see, but that's about it.
Okay.
Okay. The next room. Slightly different. My bad. Give me a locksmith roll.
Which one?
Let's go with lightweight because I think his locksmith's pretty good.
I have locksmith 1.
Oh, never mind then.
I have a locksmith. Hang on.
Go on. Yeah, go on.
I have a locksmith of 16. Is this good?
It's not great.
Does it?
It's better than mine.
Just on mine.
Can anyone else do better?
Let's see,
No.
locksmith. I have a locksmith of 30.
Okay,
Yeah, you do it.
just give us the best one.
I'm probably gonna fail, but there we go.
Okay.
Ah,
Someone else give me a strength roll.
I can try.
I can give you a strength roll. He's a grumpy old man.
You're welcome to push that roll if you want.
Okay.
There you go.
Whoa.
Yay!
nice.
So you try the door, you barge into it, but your shoulder just hits it and nothing happens. You take a second, you sort of plant yourself, you get a bit more of a sort of a sturdier sort of thing, and you almost lever your arm towards it, and it just goes, and it goes right through, and you smash open the door. I've already revealed it. The room is basically a mirror of the other room, so it's just everything's just kind of reversed, except that instead of a bed, there's a large battered crate. The room is quite musty and thick with dust, and yeah, there is also a bookcase against the east wall, containing Well, they're not ordinary looking books, I'll say that much.
Can I make a spot hidden row?
Indeed you can. Ooh. Actually, no, I'm going to give you that one because it's my numbers, not the game's. Roll20s. So, on the bookshelf, you find a lot of the books are not really interesting, especially a lot of them you've actually seen before. But one of them you have not seen before. It reads Revelations of Galarki, and it's spelled GLA''AKI, Volume 6. And it says in English, various authors, 1859. It is a volume of 9. It's a 9-folio volume. Sorry, and the Revelations of Galarki were published by subscription. The last volume was published in 1865. This you just know this. It is rumoured that 3 other volumes were written and circulated privately. Each volume was written by different authors. Would you like to read the book?
Ooh, schmuckbait, schmuckbait.
I'm very tempted.
Octavia is more interested of the crate in the room.
Okay.
And basically, it's like, yeah, since we're not above of stealing stuff or... No, I don't say that, but looking at Mr. Dickinson just drooling at the bookshelf, she asks, like, Miss Edith, can I borrow your crowbar?
Edith kindly obliges, sticks her hand in the bag, pulls it out, and hands it over to Octavia.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to open the crate.
Okay. The crate's not locked. The crowbar opens it with ease because it's not. It's
okay,
hinged.
but I assume that it might be actually heavy or nailed down.
I mean, it's wood, so it's heavy as wood. But yeah, the crowbar just kind of leaves it open, really.
So what's in it?
Inside the crate is a filthy blanket, a pillow, and that's it.
What?
Just a
Is someone
blanket and a
been
pillow.
sleeping in there?
Okay. I like I used the crowbar to lift the blanket, for example, just to see like,
Okay.
is there anything else in the crate?
No. It's just a blanket and a pillow, really. It's very bare.
There's nothing like under the pillow or anything like that.
No.
Okay then. Like somebody is playing a wannabe vampire here. Okay. Octavia is not really interested in this room anymore.
Okay.
Edith
So-
Edith is a little puzzled, and she's like, "Who sleeps in a crate?"
Probably the frog monster called the bus driver.
May I ask what material is it made of?
What's
Blanket.
this? The blanket? It's just
Yeah.
canvas blanket, really. It's nothing.
Canvas blanket. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
cheap. Okay.
Yeah, cheap blanket.
Okay.
I
Think
should ask,
about looting the blanket.
what does Lightwave want to do with the book he's found? I need to know.
I want. Can I make a cult?
You can.
You can make a cult. You just need followers.
Yeah. You can make an occult roll. Oh, okay. So,
Oh.
Uh-oh.
right.
Boy.
Is that good
Oh,
or
no.
is that bad?
So,
Occult is never good in this game.
you know that these, as I said, is a 9-folio volumes, and the Revelations of Galarki are books written for a specific cult that worships something called Galarki. This book particularly discusses the cult's duties and to to sort of spread Galarki's influence across the globe. And it contains instructions on how to create an avatar of Galarki at another location. Do you wish to take the book?
Yes.
Okay. As you're reading the book, you go through pages after pages, and suddenly your vision kind of goes almost. It narrows. You feel faint. You start to flash back to your dream. You start to see the city again. That you start to smell the water. It's almost filling your lungs. You start to sputter and cough as you try to. You can't quite comprehend what's happening. It's insane, and then it just stops. Give me a sanity roll.
Houston, we have a traitor. I
Okay.
repeat, we have a traitor.
In this case, though, roll 1d3.
Oh,
Wait.
slash R space.
Yes, I know.
Sorry.
Okay, you
Ouch.
lose 2 sanity.
Oof.
You gain the
Oops.
book, and actually, you're going to get a +1 on your Cthulhu Mythos.
Uh-oh.
You just gave him what he absolutely wanted.
Yep.
I tell you, it's a curse.
But
Curse.
if
Yeah,
you
now we
keep-
know who's gonna go insane first.
If you keep the book, though, it will take about 4 weeks to study it and to really understand it. So you don't quite understand it yet. You just kind of got a glimpse at it, but you can study it if you wish.
I wish to keep it, yes.
Okay, so put that in your inventory and just mention next to it 4 weeks to study.
Okay.
Okay. Right. After that, you kind of all stare at this man. He's sputtering and sweating and kind of staggering, and then he's almost calm as he closes the book and puts it in whatever thing he's carrying. It's unsettling to watch. You don't quite understand what happened.
No psychology rolls.
You can do a psychology roll if you want.
I am wondering that this person is carrying a firearm. Fuck. No luck there.
No luck, nothing.
Okay, well, but basically these were dead ends, eh?
Mm. There's no door either to any sort of workshop, so you might have to have another look around.
But
Um,
Octavia mentions that Edith, can you pick the lock or like the metal locker thingy that was in the other room?
That's what I was just about to mention. You read my mind.
Sorry.
All right, that's okay. So Edith goes in, and we're gonna do a locksmith roll.
Yep.
But I also have a crowbar, so if that comes worse, maybe I can bash the thing in.
Possibly.
You might need to bash the thing in.
Can I try
Yeah.
first? If
Yeah.
I fail it, you can bash it in.
You can give it a go.
Okay.
Okay, bash it in.
Okay. Edith takes back her crowbar from Octavia,
Just
and she
force it
winds up,
open.
and yeah, she jerks it. And
Okay.
do I need to roll to see if this opens, or?
Yes. You put the crowbar in, and you can hear the metal sort of. Now
Okay.
roll strength.
Gonna roll strength. Gotta find strength.
Right at the top.
Right at the top.
The
There we
first
go.
step.
There we
Hey.
go. Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh my
you-
god, you're
you
very
strain,
strong. Holy shit.
And and the lock is removed. Let me just get what that is. Okay. I'm assuming you look inside.
Yes, why not?
So, and inside, you can do with this what you wish, is $1,232 in cash.
What?
Damn.
That's a hell of a lot in
Oof.
1920s.
That
Yeah.
is. A fortune. Like what the hell?
Do you wish to conceal it from the rest of your party?
Oh.
Oof. Who is watching me right now? Because I see in the doorway, I see Epic in the doorway.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I probably tried to open it, but then I was like, nah, just do with it what you want, because I figured you'd probably try to do it, and just, like, went back to the doorway, like, trying to keep an eye on you and the outside room, so not, like, whole attention on you, but some.
if you roll a sleight of hand, you might get away with it.
Yeah, go for it. Try it.
Yeah.
Why not? Okay, sleight of hand. Let's.
You might also get caught by an angry farmer.
With a shotgun.
Did you have your pitchfork with you?
I wasn't allowed my
Oh.
sunburn.
Yeah, no sleight of hand. I guess I'll be nice and I say.
Actually, you got 41 there. Who is actually specifically looking at her right now?
Epic.
I mean, I'm thinking for my position, I can maybe see her from the corner of my eye. Maybe not that, a bit more than that, but not like full attention.
Okay, so give me a spot hidden.
Me?
Yeah, ignore if it says a success or fail though.
Okay, spot hidden there.
Okay, I'm gonna say you get away with it.
Ooh.
The nun, everybody. The nun gets away with theft.
I'm not a nun. Well, sort of. Anyway.
You're just a novice.
Well.
Okay.
She pockets it quietly, and she mutters to herself, "God helps those who help themselves."
Right. Okay. So where are you gonna go next?
Well, I do ask Trent that. Do you know where the workshop is? Since we can't get through here.
I mean, I thought there'd be a door back here, but it's round the back. I've seen it. They've been in there. I thought there was a door this way as well, because they move around this place quite strangely. I don't quite know how it works, but you mentioned the trapdoor, so that explains that. So perhaps.
And that also makes it so weird.
Yeah.
I mean, the man with the wheelchair, it's really cramped. I mean, me and Mr. Dickinson we checked the crawl space personally, and it's something that you have to bend over and crawl in there literally. Well, let's be careful.
So
then,
you wanna sort of go around this way, or which way? This way is obviously the quickest.
I would go that way, and also like keep our eyes on if there are windows in this side. I assume Epic would do that.
There is a window here, I think. So, oh, hang on. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to get the corners. There you go. So that's actually a piece of decking right there. But yeah, there's the window. What are you doing?
Sneaking
Peek
around
into the window.
Peeking. Who's peeking into the window?
I am.
You are. So you peek into the
Yep.
window. Oh, sorry. Hang on.
I will stay with Epic with my gun pointing over his shoulder just to be ready.
So you can see, well, not a lot. It's not the best view because it's quite a small window and it's very dirty. But you can kind of see the outlines of what you're seeing there.
Another crate. Do you think the brothers are sleeping here?
Lady, at this point, it wouldn't surprise me if they were.
If there were dirt in the crate, I would have burned it, because definitely would be a vampire. But that is, I have read some trashy novels. That can't be it. But there's no movement, apparently.
No.
Octavia asks.
No, sorry.
No, can't see any movement.
Well,
Silent as the grave, if you pardon my expression.
It's quite dark.
Oh. Mr. Trent had actually found a key that would probably fit in this lock.
Yeah. I mean, he'd probably go around and open the door, which is right there. And yeah, he'd go in pretty quickly. It's double doors.
Okay.
Revealing the interior. And he kind of stands there looking around, a bit disappointed that he's not found anything.
I'm going in with and I'm gonna lit up my if it's really dark, then I'm gonna use my lantern to
Yep.
give us more light. Then.
So
I'm going in with her.
Okay, so you're getting basically in.
Yeah, I'm covering from the doorway as well, like just, gun drawn, looking
Yeah.
around.
How about the others? Still continuing? If I just move you around? Like that? Hello?
I'm gonna be alone with Trent inside. So,
Don't worry.
Okay,
You're-
let's say I'm also in the room, just in
Okay,
case, so
you're in the room.
it's
Okay.
easier to...
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the room, there are 2 barrels of oil to the left of the workshop doors. A watering can rests upon the first barrel. The workshop double doors are fitted with a sturdy padlock, which you just unlocked. There's windows on the right of the door and another to the west of the workshop. Both are shuttered from within. That's why you couldn't really see very well. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just going through the minutiae. So the workshop is 20 by 15 feet. Extremely dark. It is walled in bare plaster, and the floor and ceiling are panelled in wood. The workshop's right-hand side is concealed behind a large white sheet nailed to the ceiling. The visible side holds 3 cardboard boxes to the left of the entrance, a door to what would be room 5 in the northeast corner, and a wooden table replete with leather restraints pressed against the far wall. And that's it.
Fuck. I'm gonna go and examine the table with the leather restraints.
Okay. The table is wooden. Excuse me. Obviously, the leather is well worn, and it's had use, and it's. Give me a spot hidden. Oh wow! Okay, it is the nicest table you've ever seen in your life. No, I'm only joking. But it's like that. That's pretty much all you can see. It's a wooden table with leather straps, basically.
Can I also try spot hidden?
Yep. On the table.
Oh, come on.
Same thing.
There's a table here. Nothing else to see. Move along.
I'm going to follow them in at this point, as I don't want to leave them alone in there anyway.
Okay.
Octavia points Edith to come in because we should, be aware.
We all think this is a great table.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
check out the boxes next.
Which boxes? There are cardboard boxes here, and there are wooden crates here.
With the
The
wooden
crates,
crate.
I think.
Edith comes in with her trusty crowbar, and
Okay.
she sees the wooden boxes, and she looks around and kind of assumes, all right, I guess we're gonna open this. And she opens the wooden crates, or attempts to, I should say.
Okay, give me a strength roll.
A strength roll, all right.
These are actually nailed down. Damn.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and as you enter the room, I lean over and just say, "Oh, have you seen that lovely table over there?"
Okay. You strain with your crowbar. You put it under, and you wrench it open. And as you wrench it open, you are hit by the strong stench of the lake. And as the dust settles, you see a rotting and naked woman lying
Oh my
there.
god.
You can see that she has a giant hole in her chest, of which red veins run from it. And she doesn't look dead.
Oh my
Just
god.
inanimate. Can you roll me sanity, please, Aheta?
I think she can.
Okay,
Beautiful.
success. I have a
Okay.
success.
Yeah, only lose 3
Okay, cool.
D3 side.
That's fine.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, instead of 10, you only lose 2 points. Because that's how
Oh.
Cthulhu rolls.
No, you don't lose any sanity.
Oh, okay.
You're good.
Okay.
But the stench in the sight is still something, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
step back. I step back in shock, and I start to retch, and I just put my hands on my knees, and I bend down, and I retch. And all I can do is make a motion with my hand, like, look, look, look. Because
Octavia looks in it. That looks, approaches with caution the freshly opened box.
Okay. You see exactly what she sees. It is
Yes.
a strange, almost mannequin-like person. It's not alive, but it's not dead. You can tell it has some form of life to it. It's just not moving.
Does it resemble the creature we saw?
No, this is far
No.
more. Okay. Okay. Is there anything else you wish to do?
Are barrels, are oil barrels flammable?
You don't know. They are just barrels. They're not oil barrels. I mean, did I say oil barrels? You don't know if they're full, is what I meant to say. Sorry.
Okay.
You just know they're oil barrels by their markings.
Can I check the barrels?
Yeah, you can. They're not full. There's probably like little bits in there, but there's nothing. It's been used quite a lot.
Okay.
Is there anything else you wish to search?
Can I check the table?
I mean, you can. Give me a spot hidden.
It's a nice table.
Okay.
Nice.
You look at the table and you notice there are quite a lot of stab marks in the wood.
Not good.
Excuse me.
Are there any blood on the table?
Very minute. It's barely anything. You can barely tell it's even there. Because you're looking so hard, you can see a little bit.
Good grief. I'm gonna try to open the other crate.
Okay, with the crowbar.
Yes.
Okay.
I assume Edith needs a breather, so I'm just gonna go for it.
Edith steps outside because she is very close to being sick, actually.
Okay.
Octavia, can I give a compliment? You remind me of a guy I know. You're very proficient with your crowbar, and you remind me of a guy I know. He works at the docks. His name is Gordon. You remind me of him.
Fuck's sake.
Very proficient with crowbar.
I don't know any
She-
men named Gordon,
Anyway.
but I assume you were talking to Edith, perhaps.
Anyway.
One
not me.
assumes this Gordon is a free
I'm
man.
talking to you, Octavia. You remind me of him.
Okay.
Very proficient.
Okay. Anyway, let's continue. So you're gonna go over to the other crate, yes? and you're going to try and open it. Okay. Wait, that's Lightwave. What are you doing?
What? I tried to open the crate.
Yeah, why did Lightwave? Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry. Yeah, that's a fail.
Okay.
So nothing happens. Doesn't
I
quite
curse and like blasted this. I
You
can't open it.
you can push it, but you'll have to describe what you do differently.
At that point, I noticed that I have tried to open it. Not use the crowbar. It was upside down, and it wasn't on the right spot. So I tried to jam it, turn it on the, so it's properly used. I'm not, a proficient burglar, so here we are, and noticed that there might be a weaker spot in the corner of the crate lid, and
Okay.
I reassemble myself and try to open there.
Okay, give it a go.
Oh,
Okay.
bloody hell.
Hey.
Right. So once again, you put the thing in, and you make the smell even worse as the crate opens, and you find a naked gentleman with the same sucking chest wound and
Jesus.
veins of red running throughout his body. Again, he's not alive, but he's not dead.
I turn away from the creature, and I do ask, does either of you gentlemen recognize this young man? This shell of a being in this crate.
I mean, after I'm done dry heaving and putting something across my face to, try and breathe through, I take a look at the.
Octavia is sniffing, smelling salt.
Yeah. I try to take a look at them. Does the male look anything like Fraser?
No.
Okay, then I make a quip of, well, it's not the fellow I'm looking for, but if my memory serves me correctly, we may be looking at Mr. and Mrs. Smith from the guest book.
Oh shit. That could be true, yes. Unless Trent recognizes this young man. And I look at Trent.
Trent does not recognize them, and he's quite visibly horrified.
I do feel like that we need to burn this place to the ground before we leave.
My thoughts exactly.
It's at that point.
Oh fuck.
The silence of the night is broken, and you hear a sort of sound throughout the entire place. And as you do, you can see through the windows all three doors open at once. And the residence, a man, sorry, obviously you see him from over there, but he comes over here. Let's just, okay. A woman comes out of here. A man comes out of here. No, actually, wait, that was Trent. Ignore that. That's fine. So it's just a man and a woman. They come out of their rooms, and they are in the same sort of trance you saw Lightwave in. Sorry, Bruce. And they walk quite quickly towards... oh, bollocks, sorry. I fucked that. Towards the lake. And they are not stopping for you, so...
Okay. Well, Octavia goes for turns on the sprinters like we must stop them. They are sleepwalking too, and it's not going to end well, I assume.
Okay.
Edith is not sick anymore, and she agrees and takes off to stop the woman.
Before you can leave the room,
Oh.
your occupants spring to life out of their crates. And yeah, they literally jump up. Well, they don't jump up. They've got kind of robotic movements, just like the walkers, but they have a sort of jerkiness to them that is quick, but not. You know, it's not smooth. It's quick, but not. It's quick, but not smooth. So they're up pretty quickly, and because you are surprised. Oh God, sorry. Let me just get the right thing I need. I'd say Cal and Octavia give me. Rudolph and Octavia. Give me either a spot hidden or a listen. Okay.
Spot hidden is that. Listen is the volley hell.
Okay. Good. So you are not surprised by their attack.
War veterans, we know this crap. No.
Okay.
Just kidding.
So, it's time to take the turn order again. Just bear with me 1 second while I set up the turn tracker. God damn it, come on. There we go. I need to find out what their dex is. So, I think is it the same each? Yes, good. Okay. Okay, who else is participating? Octavia, you actually don't have a choice in this because you're.
Yeah, I kind of guessed that one.
Trent is kind of back here cowering, but Lightwave, you can choose to be out of this and be elsewhere.
Oh, I will fight.
You will fight.
Well, I mean, basically, Edith and Lightwave are the only ones that are outside, so they could have the chance to grab the two sleepwalkers.
I mean, they're pretty quick. They can certainly go off into the woods after them. What's Saheta doing?
I'm looking at Bruce Dickinson, wondering what he's going to do.
Okay.
And I say, what do we do?
Bear in mind, your allies are in the room with two murderous-looking creatures, and doesn't look good on you to leave them alone.
No, I'm staying inside because I was checking out the magnificent table.
Okay. Oh yeah, so you were over here. Okay,
That
so
nobody
Saheta.
could have prayed.
All right. Okay, so I'm the only one outdoors. Cool. So I pick up my brass knuckles and I get in there.
Okay. So I'm gonna add you to the turn tracker. What's your dex, Octavia?
My dexterity is 60.
60.
Yes.
And what's your dexterity, Saheta?
50.
50. Okay. Did that work? Why is that not working? There we go. There we go. Cool. So let me just get that in descending order. Right. Okay. So you have these two creatures shambling towards you. Let's get a bit closer, shall we? Get a good look.
And everyone fighting them.
Yep.
Okay, in the turn order, I only see Octavia,
And Edith.
and Edith, and then the two corpses.
Yeah, same.
Oh
Yeah.
no. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But it's
Okay.
it's in my tracker, which is more important for me than for you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. But first of all, Lightwave goes first. What do you wish to do?
I wish to, because my Luga betrayed me, I want to try knife them.
Okay, so you're gonna have to move in. So you're gonna move here.
Yes.
So that's failure. Okay. Next up is Octavia.
Considering that I have a crowbar at the moment, so how do we do this? Like, do I use the brass knuckles? Weapons check.
It's entirely up to you. You've got the brass knuckles statted. I'll give you a +2 on your regular melee attack if you use the crowbar.
Okay, I just like do I use the combat tab for it or
I
something
usually
else?
in your weapons, you can choose to use your fists or your brass knuckles. If you use your fists, just add 2 to it when you get it.
Okay. Well, let's go for it then. Unarmed. Ah, for fuck's sake.
Nothing. Swing and a miss. They're quite live. I mean, yeah, they're dodging you. I'm assuming you were aiming for
Octavia is spooked as hell at this point.
I'm assuming you were aiming for Mrs. Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't need to make that dodge roll. I just wanted to see if it worked. Sorry. Anyway. So, next up is Denver. It's pretty packed in here. Hello?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think I try to get myself to a position where I have a clear line of sight at
Okay.
Mr. Smith over there.
I'd say about there, I reckon.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I shout a warning that I'm about to shoot because it's a small space and, you know,
Yep.
revolvers. And I guess I take a shot at Mr. Smith.
Okay. Make that shot.
Aye,
Oh, nothing. It's very cramped.
so close.
It's very difficult to sort of get a good shot without hitting anyone else. It's not doing very well. Cal.
Well, my shotgun has been loaded all this time, so I'm going to lift it.
Actually, that's a good point, actually. Sorry. I should give you 105 in the turn tracker, so you should be first from now on. Do apologise, but carry on. I forgot about that.
So I'm raising my shotgun, and I am going to attempt to pump both of them into the head of Mr. Guy here.
Okay. I
It
can't
says
remember.
2 attacks, so do I just roll it twice? I
Yes,
assume?
you get 2 attacks per turn, yeah.
Completely unloading the gun into him. And failing horribly.
Wow.
To the wall.
So bang, bang,
Oof.
and nothing. There's nothing. You're so freaked out by these creatures, you're just not hitting them. Saheta, what would you wish to do?
It's not going well. So Edith has a boost of adrenaline and nothing is working and she's feeling desperate. So she puts on her knuckle dusters and she runs towards Mrs. Smith. And
Okay. Let's say you push past Lightwave here and you get here.
darn it.
Nothing.
We are
Really
not doing
nothing.
well.
They don't make any contact. Wow, this is bad rolls. This is so bad rolls. Right. Okay,
Yep.
Mrs. Smith. Mrs. Smith has got a smile on her face. She's laughing. She's gleeful. It's almost like a day in the park for her. It's creepy. It's almost like she doesn't understand where she is or what she's doing. But she has a meat hook in her left hand, which she takes a swing at Saheta. And it's an extreme success. Oh my god! Wow!
Oh,
Holy crap!
extreme damage. What?
Yeah,
Oh.
46?
46
Oh,
damage.
No. Oh no.
How much damage do you
no.
take?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hang on.
Oh shit!
She's fucking dead because I have 13 hit points.
I have 14 hit points. I am no longer in this world.
Wow!
Is that right? Because it says 1d6 and 1d40.
1d40? Wait, what?
Yeah, it
What
shouldn't
is
really
that
be that
damage?
much.
Sorry.
That can't be fucking right.
Oh yeah, that's so wrong. Excuse me. Excuse me.
It's
Whoa.
like how because
Yeah,
we
sorry.
are all
No,
one hit
whoa.
dead.
I just noticed. Thank you for pointing that out. Holy crap! I was gonna say that makes no sense. I noticed an errant 0. It's supposed to be 1d6 and 1d4. Whoa! Right, we're gonna do that again. Right, rewind. Try that again.
Grab
Right.
the hook out of my head.
There we go.
And let's
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeesh.
Because before, she practically decapitated you. But yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
she swings the meat hook, laughing as she does, and it just swipes the air. She's not the most coordinated woman in the world. But it does not contact, thank God. Although, for a moment, it was so close, it felt like it hurt you deeply. It felt like it killed you. You felt like you were dead for a second.
Nice save. Well, Edith's pissed off, and she's gonna go
Okay.
again whenever she can.
Yeah, so next is Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, again, gleeful. Gleeful and enjoying himself almost, laughing and, staring lovingly at his wife. And he again takes his meat hook and he swings it at Cal. Nothing.
Oh
They do not have the coordination. It's confined spaces. There's nothing. Everyone's missing and nothing's happening.
There's a lot of smoke and a horrible noise, basically.
Okay, Cal, it's your
Yes.
turn again.
How much of my turn does it take to reload?
It would be one action, I believe. So yeah, you would have to reload before you can take another move. So you'd have to use this movement, this round. Sorry.
Okay, I will reload both barrels, just staring it in the eye and mouthing off to it.
Okay.
I'll get you next time, you bastard.
You can move if you wish as well. You get one action and a movement.
Go on then. I'll take a little step backwards as
Okay.
I only need to be within 10 foot for the maximum damage.
Yeah,
or
true.
10 yards.
Oh yeah, and this room is 20 by 20 feet, I'd say. So you are about 5 feet away from him, so you're fine. Okay. Next up is Lightwave.
I want to continue to use Saheta as a meat shield, so I'm gonna use
Wow.
my Luger
Okay, you're gonna use your Luger. Who you're firing at?
at Mrs. Smith.
Mrs. Smith. Okay. Right, you
Oh,
fire. We don't take the damage just yet because she needs to dodge. So you've got hard success. I mean, that's a pretty fucking good success. Oh yeah, she totally fails that. So yeah, you fire, and it shoots. You shoot the Luger. Finally, you get contact, and it feels good. It feels good to actually finally hit something with the Luger after this horrible night. You hit something and bang, square in the sort of chest, just above the gaping chest wound. And yeah, it takes her kind of. She kind of stumbles backwards, and it takes her a moment to sort of get back up. But she's still coming. She's still aware. And what was that? Sorry, that was 5 damage. Let me just make a note of that.
Considering Luger makes 5 damage, it's like 40.
Okay.
Is Luger's damage 1d10? Damn, that's pretty
Yeah.
good actually.
Yeah. Okay. So next up is Denver once again.
I mean, honestly, considering the size of the room and how many occupants there are, I'd start shouting like, everyone out, we need room!"
Okay. Are you going to be
And maybe
making
try-
movement?
Yeah, I mean, I try to, like, move towards the door while tugging and pushing people towards
Okay.
it, like, fucking move!
So are you going to be putting yourself kind of in front of always now?
Yeah, I'm guessing I'd probably be at the doorway, like 1 foot out, 1 foot in.
Okay,
and
so
then,
you'd be kind of in between. Let's say you're in between the doorways now.
Yeah, and I guess
You can make an attack.
I can?
Yeah.
I guess I try to shoot at the Mr. Smith, I guess.
Okay. Make that attack. Oh,
Oy.
nothing.
Oof.
As you're moving quickly, so you can't quite get a bead on him. So you move and you fire, but you can't quite aim properly as you're trying to move and panic and get out of there. Okay,
Meow. Meow, meow.
Octavia.
Sorry. Okay then. I do have the shotgun, but it's not loaded and it's in my bag. So yeah, I'm gonna use the crowbar basically swinging at the zombies while we are at it.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was going to say Rudolph. Quite literally jumping the gun.
Yep.
I was just trying to figure out why I have a damage of 0.625. I feel like I fucked something up there.
Yeah, check your. I'm not too sure what's happened there.
Yeah. Well, I miss. So basically, I am pushing Sahet, Edith towards the doors, and Denver is yelling, "Everybody get out!"
So you're going to be moving towards the door as well?
Yes, and I'm pushing Edith with me.
Oh, okay. So Edith, you're
Basically yelling that we need to lock the door. We need to lock the door. Where the fuck is Trent?
He's cowering. He's cowering, isn't he?
We can't leave him there to die. Or not, okay.
Yes, we can leave him to die, apparently.
Well, I was thinking maybe I would do it later, but basically Octavia scream if she noticed that Trent is cowering, just screams at Mr.
Dickinson.
Grab the stone cold man from the corner and let's get the hell out of here.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Mhm.
Okay. Saheta?
Yep.
What would you like to do?
I'm pushed outside, but I'm mad as hell. But I'm yelling, "We can't leave him there to die! Can't leave him there to die! Come on!"
Okay. Are you going to try and do anything else, or are you just going to stand there and tell them?
I'm trying to push past, but Octavia is keeping me out. She's like,
Yes.
"No, you are not going back in there."
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah.
She's
Okay.
not letting me back in, but I'm like adamant. I'm screaming like, "Don't leave him there! And he's in the corner! Don't leave him there!"
Does anybody want to react to this?
I'll just say, don't worry, I'm not leaving him.
Okay. Cool. So, next up is Mrs. Smith, who's going to move and attack Lightwave.
Yeah, damn it, my mid shoot is not in front
Gone.
of me. Okay.
So where is it? There it is. Okay. So she's gonna attack this time. She's not using the meat. The meat hook is kind of limply at her side, still reacting to the gunshot. She tries to claw at you with her hands. Oh, and it's a success. Okay.
Ooh.
Do you want to dodge? You can try and dodge.
You can try. What do you need to?
Just click your dodge. Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you got that. So she swipes at you and you expertly dodge, quite effectively in fact. And yeah, then it is Mr. Smith's turn. And again, he doesn't have any problems, and he's going to swing at Octavia with the meat hook once again, bringing it down from above. And it misses. It just slams into the floor and nothing happens.
Oh, great.
Okay. Cal.
Okay,
Octavia basically like took a sideways step to miss to sort of dodge the meat hook strike.
can I move over to there and still shoot both shotguns into her face?
I guess you could, yeah. This is not a very large environment, so you don't really need to worry about movement.
Well, I'm gonna do that and like try and shout at someone to get the guy while I distract them or hold them back from him. Possibly the nice man I gave a cigarette to earlier, and in no way am trying to blackmail him into risking his life because of it.
Right. Okay. So are you going to fire?
Oh yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Aha!
Okay.
Nice.
Sweet.
Let's just see
barrels.
if she dodges it. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hang on. There it is. Let's see if she dodges. Oh.
No.
Hard success on the dodge.
Fucking hell.
She stumbled over at just the right second.
Yeah. Okay. Next is Lightwave once again.
Can I grab the man and move
Yes.
slightly to the right?
You will need to make a roll though, because you are moving out of combat. So
So I can't grab him and shoot at the same time.
no, it's either grabbing or shooting is one action.
I'm shooting.
You're shooting then? Go right ahead.
Yes. Gonna be a dumb decision, but extreme success.
Okay,
Yay.
nice. Again, she might not be able to dodge this one. Okay, let's see. And dodge. Nothing. So yeah, you fire. Bang. And it hits her square in the chest once again. Well, what chest there is left. And she takes the full force of the bullet. And you can see she's not doing well. She's hobbling more than she would. And it's almost like the... What's the way you could call it? It's almost like the clockwork is running down. That's what the feeling you get. She's hurting bad. Okay, next up is Denver. What you do?
I'm still in the doorway, so I stubbornly try to shoot at Mr. Smith, I guess.
Okay, go right ahead.
Oh, come on.
Oof. No luck, sadly.
Seriously? Well, so long as I at least disturb him somehow so he doesn't, like, immediately try to get at Octavia, so...
Yeah. Okay. Octavia.
I'm gonna try to smack him in the head.
Okay. Oof,
No.
nothing. It misses again. They're not very easy to pin down, these fuckers.
Mm.
Sorry, Saheta.
Do I
No.
need to make another roll in order to get through and take a swing at Mrs. Smith?
To swing at her, yes. Let's say, I mean, Cal, you were moving, yes? Who was moving out? I can't remember. Sorry.
I was specifically moving to put myself between
That's
the
right.
Karen guy and the attackers.
But no one was moving out of the room.
No, I think at this point Octavia dodged, quotation marks, dodged the one hit from Mr. Smith. So technically speaking, we could say that that's when she let go of Edith.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Right. Okay. So you want to move in and attack Mrs. Smith, yes?
Yes, please.
Okay. Go right ahead.
Dun, dun, dun. Edith is furious. She's got her teeth bared and she looks more like a wolf than a woman. And she winds up and she's just muttering under her breath things that she can't say out loud.
Oh,
No.
Man,
so close.
swing and a miss.
Okay. Next up is Mrs. Smith herself. It's hurting, but her arm is almost recovered. She swings with the meat hook at Lightwave, or rather, Bruce. Okay. Hard success. Lightwave, do you want to take a dodge?
I'm dodging this bitch.
Yay.
Oh, no. Success
Ow.
doesn't count. It has to be a lower number in order to be counted
Ow.
as a success, sadly. So that does not work.
I always thought that, that if you manage to dodge, you always dodge.
not necessarily, because this is taking a dodge roll, whereas this is a dodge against someone. So it's versus rolls. So let me just get the thing. So
It's supposed to be less than 12.
yeah, so the attacker wins with a higher level of success, you see. If it's a draw, the defender wins, and if both fail, nothing happens.
Oh.
So you see, that's how it works. Okay. You take 4 damage as she brings down the meat hook, and she hits you in the shoulder, and it grips, and it slices into your clavicle, and you take a large amount of pain as it carves into the bone. It's a pretty deep wound, but it's not fatal.
I need another cigarette after this.
Okay. Next up is Mr. Smith, who's going to attack Octavia. Where are we? Sorry, bear with me. There it is. Okay, he's going to use the fists.
Okay.
He's swiping at you. It's the closest thing he's got to hand. Oh, and he doesn't make it. He just swipes at air. Nothing grabs you. Okay?
Okay.
Cal, next up. Bear in mind, you can make 2 separate attacks. You can attack her and him. You don't have to attack the one person.
Oh, for now, I'm going to reload my shotgun.
Yeah. Okay. No movement.
I'm already blocking them from attacking the poor cowering guy, and that's all I
Good
want to
point.
do.
Good point. Okay. Okay, Lightwave. Luger time?
I have a question.
Okay.
Yes, but I have a question.
Yep.
If I shot 5 times, and my ammo capacity is 8, so in 3 turns and 3 shots I need to reload.
Yes.
Okay.
Good that you're actually paying attention to that. Many people don't.
I'm using my trust to Luger again.
Yep.
And saying Dutch this bitch. And
Ah, nothing. There's nothing there. So that fails. Okay. Denver.
I believe this is my last shot, and then I have to reload.
Yep.
So yeah, again I shoot at Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith, is it? Okay.
Yep.
Go for it.
Oh, come the hell on!
Nothing.
Seriously?
it's rigged.
Yeah. You're gonna have to reload next round. Okay.
Yeah.
Octavia.
Well, Edith managed to come back inside, and I was like, oh, bloody hell. I just screamed, just grab the guy and get the hell out of here. And I tried to swing at the Mr. Zombie, and
Nothing.
I failed.
Yeah. Do you wanna? Are you making your way out?
No, actually, because then they would probably end up attacking those
Okay.
who are trying to escape.
Fair enough. Okay.
What the hell is with the rolls today? Just
I know they're not
confuse
great, are
me.
they? Right. So Heta.
Edith is young, impulsive, and stupid, and she's just very mad right now. So she's winding up again, and she's coming for Mrs. Smith, and she doesn't want to stop until she takes the head off of her decrepit shoulders.
Okay. Make that roll. Ah. For the record, anytime I've played a video game like this, like Stygian, this is usually how it goes. So, anyway,
Fun.
Reminds
so
me of XCOM.
yeah. So Mrs. Smith, she's going to attack. And this time she's going to attack Octavia with fists. Nothing. Okay, Mr. Smith. He's going to attack Octavia again. Meat hook. Success. Extreme success.
No.
Try and dodge it.
Fucking hell.
I don't know if you can dodge that. Oh, no. No. Again, the meat hook comes down. Gouges into your side. You can feel it impacting your ribs. Sort of slightly fracturing as well. And it just grazes across. And it just got a huge gouge underneath your arm and along your side. 10. That's a 10 damage.
What?
Yeah, that's pretty bad. 10 damage.
I'm fucking serious.
Yeah.
Holy fucking hell. I'm almost dead.
I can't quite understand what you're saying.
I'm almost dead.
Ah, okay. Yeah. That would
Fucking hell.
actually... Hang on, let me just check as well.
I have 13 hit points, and I just lost 10.
Okay, so that actually counts as a major wound. So, I would say in your character sheet, select major wound. Sorry. Yeah, so select the major wound section and make a con roll.
Constitutional roll. Okay.
Okay, you succeed. So you have fallen
was
to
a
the
close
ground.
call.
You're not unconscious, but it took you off your feet, and you're now on the ground, quite bleeding quite badly.
Octavia screams like a banshee when the meat hook hits her side. And she tries, when she falls on the ground, she tries to kick the asshole zombie a little bit further away from her.
Okay. So next up is Cal. Shotgun time, I assume.
Yeah, I am determined to kill someone.
Okay. So take your shots. Constitution. Oh yeah, that's right.
Is there any way that I can put myself at more risk and literally put the barrel just on her chest to reduce chance of thing and get a bonus to hit?
No, not really. It was. I mean, if you want, I mean, she's kind of distracted with Octavia, so you could probably, if you want to get it point blank, I'd say it's possible. What would be the best way? I'm gonna say, give me a. What would be the best thing? Hard to say. Let's just go straight up dexterity. I can't really think of a better way of putting it, so we're just going to go dexterity for now. Right, ignore that. It's my rules. Because you're so close to her. I gave you an 80 for that, so you do basically make it. So yeah, feel free, blast away. You're welcome to roll the attack. It
For
succeeds.
God's sake!
It succeeds anyway. Did you succeed both? Did you do both there?
Yeah, both would have
Yep.
succeeded anyway.
Okay, so you fire and you basically blast her head off, and she just goes, and it's again that pumpkin effect. It splatters everywhere. You are covered in this oily goo that's black and kind of warm and just disgusting, and it's ooze. And as you take another shot, you fire over her shoulders through the remains of her head at
Nice.
Mr. I forgot his name now. Mr. Smith. So
Smith.
she is out of the competition. So you hit, or rather you attack Smith. Let's see if he dodges it this time. He does not. I've forgotten. Oh bollocks! Hang on, I've knackered that. Sorry. Hang on. Bear with me 1 second. It was... shit. Sorry. Bear with me. I do apologise. There we go. Okay, so here have... So that was... What was that? How much damage did you just do? Sorry? You just did...
14.
14 fucking damage. Jesus. That's a pretty good shot.
Shotgun from a close range.
Yep. So that is... Okay. Okay, so he takes the second barrel and he's considerably knocked back by the force, and it hits him hard, and you can see chunks of flesh torn off his sides as he kind of just almost shambles back to his feet, trying to recover. It's very difficult. Again, he's looking very damaged now as well. Also, Cal, you can take 1 sanity back.
Nice. Revenge.
There was a little cheer of "ha-ha" from Rudolph there as that happened.
Yes. Okay, so next up is Lightwave. What are you going to do?
So I have 2 bullets left. 1 for him and 1 for Mercy Kill. Christina, if it's need to.
Fucking dare.
What? Okay.
I don't know you people. I don't know you people. I just met you.
Okay. Okay, make the shot.
So I.
Nothing.
Crap.
You fire and it misses. Next up, Denver.
I'm reloading.
Oh yeah, we reloading.
I mean, I would like to reload and try and tug Octavia, out of the reach
Okay.
of the zombie, but I don't think I can do that. Can I?
Not really.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So yeah. Next up, Octavia. You can't really do much. You are down. Sorry, hang on.
Hmm?
So
I'm probably applying pressure to my wound at this point.
yeah,
And just screaming that just fucking kill it.
Yeah, you're going to need first aid fairly soon. So
Well,
if-
the only first aid I can do is basically apply pressure since
yeah, you can't administer first
I
aid
can't
to
do
yourself.
it on combat.
But the next person might be able to. Zahata, your turn.
So, the person who has taken care of Edith since the beginning is down and mortally wounded. For once, she's not acting on impulse to get Mr. Smith. So, Edith cries and runs over to Octavia and pulls her out of the room.
Okay. So you're going to get, let's say, let's move that around. There you go. So let's say that. Okay.
Am I allowed to treat Octavia's wounds right now?
No, we're not right now.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the end of that round. So Octavia. Oh wait, no, it's not the end of the round yet. We've got Mr. Smith first. So Mr. Smith makes a movement over here and will attack Lightwave once again. He seems to like you. He's going to attack with the meat hook. It's quite successful. The bloody meat hook swinging in the air, blood trailing off it as it swings through the air. Hit, and he hits. Do you want to make a dodge?
Oh yeah.
You have to get lower than 21. Oh,
Nice.
it's
Mm.
it's not enough, sadly.
Oh fuck.
Again, it has to be a lower success than what he got.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's 8 damage, sadly.
Oh fucking hell.
Oh,
Ugh.
I was dead. I got
Yeah.
1 point.
You got 1 point. Okay. So again, make a con roll. Roll your constitution. Yeah. Ah, good. Okay, so he swings the meat hook. It hits you right in the side and it takes you off your feet. It gouges your back as you spin in the air and fall prone on the floor. You're not unconscious, but you have fallen and you can't get up.
Yeah.
Okay. And that is the end of the round. So, make constitution rolls again, Octavia and Lightwave.
Oh.
Okay. Octavia?
Oh,
No.
fuck you.
You fall
had-
unconscious.
Okay, I really hope someone knows first aid because
Yeah.
I'm the one with the first aid and medicine.
So you literally just go, and that's it. You've lost
I
too much
pass
blood.
out.
Yeah, you pass out. So you are out of this round basically, or this.
Yeah.
You are out of this combat now.
Yes.
So, Cal, what do you wish to do?
Oh God, where is our dying person?
Yeah.
You can hear that there's no screaming anymore.
They're outside the room.
I'm just gonna have to reload and just try and taunt the weird thing as best I can by spitting in
Okay.
its
I
face
mean-
or something.
I mean, he's pretty intent on you two. They're pretty small-minded, really.
Yeah, so I'll just reload and spit at it and just insult its mother or whatever I feel annoys it.
Okay. Lightwave, what have you got?
Sorry, repeat the question. Sorry.
What do you want to do?
Can I shoot my last bullet?
You can try, yeah. Go for it. Hopefully, it's gonna do well.
It was for Octavia, but
Oh, nothing.
Fuck.
Got nothing. Okay, Denver.
Okay, well, I've successfully reloaded at least, so
Yes.
This feels
Again,
interesting.
yeah, I aim at the fucking zombie, even though I think I'm gonna fail this one too. But yeah.
Okay.
Let's try. There we go.
Nothing. Got nothing. It's not good.
Do I get a do-over? Because this is like what the fucking sixth failure in a row.
Yeah, you can't push combat rules.
Hey,
I mean, how many shots do you usually get on your sheet?
it says attacks 1 and 3 in parentheses.
Huh. Okay.
Not sure what that means, but I've been treating as a one
Yeah.
attacker.
That might have been. I should have looked into that. I do apologise, but let's say, for the sake of argument, it's 1, because that's what we've been doing for now. Again, apologies to everyone watching, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. So yeah, next up, Octavia is lying on the floor unconscious. Bleh. Saheta, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna treat her wounds.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go to my possessions. What do I have? She falls unconscious and I start slapping her face, going, Octavia, Octavia, no, don't leave me, don't leave me now. And then I rummage through my bag and I find gauze bandages,
Okay.
and I start applying. I start taking some of them. I take 2 that aren't even unwrapped, and I put them against her wound. And then I take another bandage and I start rounding it around her torso.
Okay.
And yeah, and I'm just trying to stop the bleeding.
Give me a first aid roll.
We have a first aid roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's in the combat.
I mean,
No.
you're applying first aid, so
Oh right, it's a skill.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. First aid.
middle
Here
column.
we go. Okay. All right.
Hey,
I love you.
Finally, a success.
barely a
Yay!
success. Okay.
Don't you
Pardon me.
rain on that parade.
So, you gain 1 extra health point, Octavia, but you are stable now. You will not die, and you don't need to worry about that. You are stabilized for now.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
thank thee, milady.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So, Mr. Smith, once again.
Wants to give Cal a hug.
He's had success with the meat hook. Lightwave, you're down, yes?
I'm not down. No,
Are you not?
I can. No.
I thought
I mean, he succeeded that Constitution roll. I
Yes,
think.
so he's not unconscious, but you are on the floor prone and you are unable to take part right now.
Yeah, I assume because I basically lost my footing when I got 10 hit points lost,
Yeah.
and
You've taken a major wound, basically, which is
Yes.
incapacitation for until you get stabilized. So, he's not really interested in Lightwave for whatever reason.
Both make it count.
So he's going to move over to Cal and attack with the meat hook, which he loves so much. Laughing, he attacks and hits.
Oh my god.
Give it a dodge.
Oh god, no.
60 va.
Baby.
Okay.
Don't
8.
hurt the old man.
He brings it down again, slicing and slashing at you, and taking a considerable chunk out of you. You take 8 damage.
Ow.
What is that now? What's your health at now, Cal?
2 points.
Okay, so that's another major wound. Make a con roll.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
You fall unconscious. Okay.
Well, look at it this way, and now there's Trent.
So you're unconscious. Trent is kind of useless, to be honest. Lightwave is not unconscious, but is on the floor. Okay.
Can I slash at his feet? Or at his
No,
legs?
you can't do anything.
And
you
I
are-
do have a major wound as well.
Yes, it's a major wound, yeah. Okay, so Cal, Lightwave, Denver, you are our only hope.
I feel that's a mistake to put me as the only hope, considering the roles I've had up to this
Okay.
point. But fine. I will once again shoot at the fucking zombie.
Yes.
Finally!
Finally.
Hard success.
Okay.
Please kill it. It had
Okay.
gotten a lot of damage from the shotgun shell.
Let's see if he dodges it. He does not dodge it.
Yes!
1
Okay.
point.
So you hit him square in the head. You fire, and he kind of turns to you because he's moving towards you, and you fire and he just cut, and he just drops, and that's it. He's dead.
Oh my god. This was a truly brutal battle. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean that's not even the big battle of the. Never mind. So yeah, you've taken Mr. Smith out, and yeah. So, Octavia is unconscious. Lightwave is not unconscious, but bleeding very well, and Cal is unconscious. And I think we're going to leave it there for this evening. There's not that much left, I must admit. So I don't know if you want to do another go. Or we could continue, but it's really quite late, and I don't want to keep you.
Mm.
But we can do like a little bit at the end next time if you want.
Can we do it so that people can apply first aid roll?
Yeah, I mean, don't worry. We're going to do all that. But basically what I'm asking is do you want to actually push through and finish tonight, or continue on? Because to be honest, it's going to be just as lengthy as what we just did.
No.
Yeah, then
Okay.
no, because it's like 2:30 a.m. for me. And
Okay, fair enough. I
really
appreciate it.
Yeah.
We're going to end the game there. Well done, everybody. You did very well, actually.
Yeah, only like 3 of us almost dead.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest.
live
For
in-
Call of Cthulhu, that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
I
true.
didn't even have a
we're only
weapon.
almost dead, not fully dead. so-
Exactly. So yeah, I
Right.
think I will let the Discord people go. Make a note of all the rolls you've made this evening, and when we come back next week, when we do the test, we'll go through what you've increased in. Okay?
Was it
Okay.
just the skills we have used?
Yeah, everything you've used. Go through the
And
Okay.
everything you've used and succeeded in.
in succeeded. Yeah, it has to be a success. Sorry, make sure it's a success.
I don't think I managed to actually land a hit at all.
But yeah, we'll be back next time, whenever that might be, to actually finish this. This has gone on a lot longer than I expected. I'll try and add extra stuff to make it worth time. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to let the Discord people go, and I'll be back on the stream in a second. But thank you all, players. Take care, and I will speak.
Yeah.
I'll probably speak to you a little bit after the stream as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey,
Take
Right.
care.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks.
Bye.
thanks.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Hello. So yeah, that was more Call of Cthulhu. I did not expect it to run for a third session. But yeah, that's what's happening. Servants of the Lake, and we have the Cult of Galaki to deal with. I hope that was enjoyable for everyone. I enjoyed the fuck out of that. I was surprised at how well I managed to handle that, because combat is not easy. I probably got some things wrong. If I did, for the love of God, don't tell me. Because, yeah, I know I probably got something wrong there, and it wasn't the way it should have been. It was just the best I could do at short notice. But yeah, that was great. The players, fantastic. Lightwave, first ever game of any tabletop, fucking amazing. Seriously, I'm gonna give Lightwave a big applause there. That was insane how well he took to that. I'll give you that one. That was amazing. I did nearly kill Saheta by error, yes, but I saved it. Yes, basically, Lightwave's first ever game, and he did amazingly. But yeah, great stuff. We will commence next time and have the final confrontation. It literally says, the chapter in the book is literally called The Final Confrontation. So yeah, that should be fun. Anyway, I've kept you all far too late, but thank you all for watching. I'm going to upload this to the Deusdaecon Streams YouTube channel if you want to watch it. Once we've actually finished this entire module, I'm going to edit it down and make it into one long video and put it on the main channel. So if you want to wait for that, you can. But yeah, until then, that's great. I don't know when we'll be doing this again, but I hope it's soon, because I really want to finish this because it's going really well. And yeah, pick up Doors to Darkness. If you ever fancy playing Call of Cthulhu, Doors to Darkness has 5 scenarios. Servants of the Lake is one of them. It's a great one. We're probably going to be playing more of these, but this is a great fucking resource for first time. Seriously, it's bloody brilliant. Anyway, thank you all to the players. Thank you all to watching. Have a good day or good night, whatever it might be where you are. Stay safe. Take care. And I will be back tomorrow with... Oh, Legacy of Kain. Legacy of Kain Defiance. Tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Good night. Bye-bye. And of course, I've lost my fucking buttons. Ah, there we are. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.